like him, inside and outside. Blew his house with the blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. 'Cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm good, I would need, I would die, 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 I would need. She says we gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. And welcome to another episode of the Jumper Punch. We have Paul and Rocco, which we've always been here, but we had a late withdrawal, didn't we?
Yes, we did have a late withdrawal.
We
a
had
late
a
out.
late
We've
withdrawal.
had to call upon the medical sub.
We had to call the medical subs.
Yeah,
Look,
so-
she's been on the outskirts for a
Yes,
while.
she's been on the periphery.
So this is Taylor. This is my daughter Taylor.
Hi. Really nervous to be here, but
There you
Don't
go.
have to be
I don't
nervous.
know
It's
why I'm
like
nervous,
talking.
but it'll be fine.
Nah, you'll
Mars
be
has,
fine.
Mars has dropped weight. He's grown his hair.
It actually looks decent now.
There you go.
We love Mars. All right. So this should be a fun episode. Taylor's going to be doing Taylor's journal.
Yeah, I don't.
Taylor's
think so,
Taylor's molecule.
It's all
Hey, we've got a big molecule coming up, mate.
Huge.
We're going to fix one of the major problems at Carlton this year.
Absolutely.
We are going to fix. So we're here because.
Of the Melbourne Coffee Roasting Co. We're
Well,
here 'cause
first of all,
Marino
let's
Bros.
start with that. We've got the Melbourne Coffee Roasting Co.
Yes.
Which.
Yep, give it a smell. It's still remaining there.
Smell that. How good is that?
There you go.
Hey?
Coffee smells the best.
My sinus membrane's going to turn into a coffee bean.
Beautiful,
the way I'm
mate.
going.
And?
And Marino Bros. You spent $60.
Yep.
If you purchase midnight,
Before midnight?
before midnight, it'll be at your door, free delivery.
The next
morning
day.
After. Yep.
100%,
Day after.
mate. And they've got everything, mate. The other day,
Rape,
Fab
they've got
asked
it
for
all.
the rapi.
That up there.
Straight there.
Bang.
Bang.
Rapi
Pasta
was
broccoli.
going out the door like unbelievable,
Actually,
mate.
my nonna cooked some rape the other day
Did she?
for me, and she actually gave it to one of my close mates who came over.
Did
to
he like
see
it?
her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because he's Italian like us.
Oh, yeah, that's
Vincent
it.
Scarpino. Hello, Vincent.
Hey, Scarpino. I
It was
like
hilarious because she just came over for a cup of coffee and she started opening the fridge up and she goes, "Look, I got fresh rape from Marino Bros. It's fried up, beautiful. Put it on a little bit
That
of bread
is
later,
fantastic.
in a little container.
that.
Bang.
I love it. I love it.
Fresh produce.
I love it. While we're here, we've got some other things to introduce.
We do.
First of all, I don't know which way to do this. Hey, let's just go. We were at a game today.
We were in a game today.
Mate, the scenes.
Oh, it was. It was absolute mayhem.
The scenes. So when I was leaving, right,
Okay.
I was going to the train station from on top of the bridge,
Yeah.
right? I take some video. Let's have a look
Let's
at
have a
this.
That's incredible. Look at it.
Let's start playing the music.
It's like the Carnival, mate.
I'm telling you, mate, it was
Unbelievable.
like scenes, man. Like they just didn't have enough trains, man.
Crazy.
No, it's crazy,
Absolutely
man.
crazy.
It's crazy, man. We are absolutely on fire. And I actually got some footage
Oh, yeah.
of what Carlton did to Adelaide today. Let's have a look at this.
Here
Let's
we
have a
go.
look at this one.
Head-on collision. That's,
Stay down.
I think that was Cripps barging his
That
way
was-
through. Jeez, he had some moments, didn't he?
Just quietly, man. He is a beast. You watched the game today.
Yeah, I did watch the game today.
How
It's amazing.
tough
He's-
is Cripps?
He just looks tough when he plays.
Yeah.
It's like quite scary to watch sometimes.
He's pushing.
going.
He's just pushing
very
people
tough.
around.
He
Yeah.
is.
He is pushing
Special.
people.
Something
And
about him.
The reason we got excited is because of this. Let's have a look at this.
There we go. Bang.
Bang! Hey,
Top 4.
when's the last time you saw that?
Never. Oh, 2012 when we were like high flying and up and about. Like it was
At
just,
top 4?
Well, not after.
I think I saw a stat. I
weren't
think
we like
last
5 and
time.
1 or something in 2011 or something when we were.
I reckon
Something
I
like
saw
that.
a stat that we were in maybe 2006 was the last time we were in the top 4 or we were 6 and 1 or something. So it's a long time.
1996.
96.
96,
That's right,
1996,
96. Yeah, that's the one.
A long time
Gee.
ago.
I
Do
wasn't
you
even
remember?
Born.
You,
I
oh,
wasn't
you weren't even
born.
born.
No, you weren't.
I was born
No, no.
97.
You were born 97. You have
Jesus
not seen.
Christ.
You've seen a merda.
I've seen nothing.
Tell
I've
us.
seen nothing.
So now you're a complete Carlton supporter, yeah?
yeah.
Right.
What do you mean by complete?
Because it was a stage.
What? Hold on.
There was a
Hang on,
moment,
hang on, hang on,
Tell
hang
us that
on.
moment. Tell us that moment.
Hang on.
There was a moment where, because my uncle and my cousin, they barrack for Collingwood, and that's, just a flaw in their lives, I guess. And I was little, and I was like, I just want to be like them. And it didn't go down well, I'll say that much. It didn't go down
So what did I do?
well at all. He locked me in my room and played the Carlton theme song
Good.
over and over again.
And you were in a straitjacket.
And then I just gave up. And I thought, that's it. I
Well played.
don't have a choice.
And now what do you think of Collingwood?
I hate them with a passion. They're the word. They're disgusting. Like,
That's what a father does, mate.
Correct.
I
Well
love
done.
it.
You brainwaused her into
100%,
submission.
man. And it's
Carlton
good now.
submission.
Mate,
I wouldn't have been allowed to live in the house.
Good.
I said to her,
there's no
listen, and I was hard. She was only like 5 or 6, right?
Good. Mate, you
And
got
I was
it.
hard. And I said to her,
Bad
listen.
luck.
And people think I'm crazy. I went to her, listen, you do whatever you want to do. But I'm telling you, you will never come to a game with me. I said it like that. And she started to cry. And I said, don't cry. So I put her in a room and I just played the theme song. And then I kind of had to find a way. And I go, listen, you barry for Carlton, full stop. If you want, you can kind of like Collingwood. Because I was thinking, this is a plan.
Okay, all right. Okay.
You know, work
Easy
on
to-
it,
yeah,
work
yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah. Manipulation.
And it worked.
And
Well
it
done.
worked. Yeah, it did.
Good
Good.
stuff.
That's the way we do it. That's the way we do it.
Otherwise,
listen-
it would have been a shame. Like
No, it
an
would
actual
never
shame
happen.
on the family.
Actually, it's a shame now that her boyfriend barries for Carlton.
It's his
Anyway.
birthday today. It's
It
all
is
right.
his
Just
birthday.
today.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Jaden.
And Richmond gave you a good one.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
You know what we say about that? Unlucky. Hey, we better put this before people have got an
they're gonna
epileptic
get-
attack
Yeah, that's not good.
as they're just
There we
watching
go.
it. Hey, listen, while we're here,
Yes, while we are here.
the new channel.
Yes, the Jumper Punch
So everyone
channel.
get onto the new
Please
channel.
do so.
Subscribe. What
When
do
you-
they do? They have to subscribe, like. They-
comment,
They have to
share.
comment,
On
share.
YouTube.
You go in for the prize for this. This is the buzz poster plus some merch, right? And also, if you haven't got time to watch this 3.5, 4, 5 hour episode, right? Go to Spotify. 'Cause
Yes,
it's
go
on
to
Spotify.
Yep.
And
Please do.
all the interviews and this week's interview.
Wow.
It is a gem, man. You're gonna. So, also, the merch has been flying out.
Yep.
So get on there. Get onto the
Carl's
merch.
on it.
What's
Carl
that?
Cavara
Yeah,
purchased his
Cavara
Marku
bought
Katsa
one. Yeah,
t-shirt.
I'm telling you, they're starting to go, man. The hoodwink and the market Katsa one. That's the big seller, mate. The
So-
market Katsa, you know.
They're going to go up. We'll put them up on the socials as well. So
Yeah,
people
100%. So
can
get
we'll
in
put
there.
the links up
They're a
there
bargain.
too.
They're good quality too.
So-
We'll be
actually.
getting ours soon, so I'll be wearing it, so you can have a look soon. All right. So the other thing that we've got to mention now, well, let's do it. We have got the new sponsor.
we do indeed.
So let's have a look at this.
Here it is.
Hey!
Manjare Al Football, proudly sponsored by Top Dog Liquor.
Top.
So
dog, look
Lyndon
at-
Hosking and the crew down
Yeah.
there, they've come on board. So send in your pictures,
Yep.
as we've explained. So it can be eating at the footy, it can be eating at home. It's got to
Anyway.
have some kind of Carlton theme to it, though.
It's got to have a calm theme, but
Potentially.
it's got to have mainly the food in there.
That's
We
correct,
want to see
correct,
the food. You got to be
correct.
calm supporters.
Correct.
So we do it. So
So,
what? Look,
Top
I've
Dog
dis-
Liquor,
Top
get around
dog.
them as
So
well.
what I've
Thank
decided
you
to
very
do
much.
is I reckon we straight from the bat we go and we do to this week's entries.
Oh, we're going to go straight into
I
it, are
reckon.
we?
I
All right,
reckon.
let's
We
go
wait.
for
We
it.
go
Okay.
straight
All
for the
right, let's go.
entries, right? We go for
Let's
the
go.
first one.
Let's go.
Is
Mad Dogs!
Mad Dogs.
He was always going to be the first one, wasn't he? Can I just say something as well?
Yeah, say it because we
All right,
laughed
now,
all day.
before we so there are his Manjari Al Football. So thank you, Mad Dogs, for
Yes,
your.
Mad Dogs.
you
So
being
you're
the
in the
first
running,
entry.
yeah?
His fan cam was like, it was the greatest hot and cold moment I've ever seen in my life. So
I'm telling you, just everyone, do yourself a favour and have a look at this moment.
it's just like he was the end of his fan cam. He said, you know, a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, great stuff, and then
Oh, it was very heartfelt.
he ended it with GWS next week. We'll slit their throats. It's madness. It's great chaos. It's madness.
God.
Anyway,
Amazing. We got another one here.
we do have another one.
Have a look at this one.
That's
Michael.
from Mr. Markucci, isn't it?
Markucci. Look
Now,
at
what-
this feet.
let's have
Let's have a
analyse
look at
this. Let's analyse this.
So we
He's
got-
are they cotolette or
Are
are
they-
they? Yeah.
They're cotolette, yeah.
We've got the cotolette there. We've got.
Now that was a
look at that.
lasagna because he said
That's gone.
lasagna made from scratch.
Beautiful.
That's the
beautiful.
one.
And that's nearly gone.
Yeah.
And then we've got asparagi,
Yeah.
the asparagus.
Some wine.
Someone drinking Mountain Dew there?
Nah, that's
Yeah,
wrong.
there
That
you
must
go.
be an Australian in
We've
there
got little,
somewhere.
look at this. We got the Chipotle.
Chipotle, I love it.
Beautiful, mate. Sensational.
I love it.
That's magnificent.
I love
So
it.
very well played there. And just quietly has a tablecloth.
Oh, look at that.
The
Watermelons,
That's
pears, and
typical.
apples.
Oh.
My favourite.
Wow. Talk about fruit. Well, we'll be talking about
Oh,
fruit
no.
sooner or
Oh,
later.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got the two. So it's just started. So next week, keep
Send
sending
them in, send them in, send them in.
But
send
there has
them
to
in.
be a winner this week.
Well, there's going to be a winner this week.
And we're gonna decide on the spot who the winner
I'm
is.
going to say Mad Dogs because Markucci won the
Yeah, that's
he
what
won
I
the
think
Guernsey
too.
last week. So
I'm gonna
Mad
say it
Dogs.
too.
Now this voucher thing, we're going to have to do it a bit tricky because you were
Yeah.
saying that the website the
Does
voucher
allow
thing's
a
a bit
voucher. So what we're
tricky.
gonna do is, what are we gonna do?
I reckon what we'll do is
We'll
Mad
contact
Dogs, contact us. Let us know what your size is, what you want off the store,
and we'll get it for
and
you.
we'll get it out to you.
That's it.
We'll send it out to you.
100%.
How's that?
That's it.
Perfect.
So which
Or
one?
or the Blue Broad store can potentially mail it out to you. So
Yeah, no.
that's the way
Well,
to go. Yeah.
no, they mail it. They'll
Correct.
mail it straight out to you. So
Mail it straight
once
out
we
to
put
you.
the order, we'll
Bang.
mail it straight out to you.
So no dramas,
Mad
Mad
Dogs, the winner of
Bang.
the Relwa. Bang, bang. Do you like Mad Dogs? Do you listen to Mad Dogs?
I mean, yeah.
You
like, yeah, it's
Everyone
a bit
knows.
like today. Like, it's a bit just like goes from 0 to like
Disturbing
100.
There's
something.
no
but
there's
Too
no
quick.
in
No, there's
between.
not. There's no in between.
there's
love
no
it.
in between.
There's
I
no
love
in
it.
between.
Anyway,
Perfect. What a start. Hey, listen, we forgot to do something.
What do we forget to do? Hey,
What's the
number?
number?
Oh, what a shame to the family.
You put me on the spot now.
What's
on.
the phone
I'm
number?
all
number?
nervous. 1995.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
you got
delivered.
it.
Well done.
Oh, that was tough, man. I was
Jeez.
just
I
about-
thought it in my head, but I was like,
It
fuck,
was
if
gonna
you're
be-
wrong,
She's
done well.
how
I'll
bad
give
if
her
you're
that.
wrong.
She's
It
done
was
very
going to
well.
be a short, injured straight away,
Yeah,
1 minute into the four
yeah,
quarters,
yeah.
you're out.
Out on a stretcher.
So 1985. Hello, how you going? Yeah, of course, we're top 4. We are the champions of the world, hey?
After round 8.
Mate, we'll take it. Because we don't know what's going to happen next week. We'll
Exactly,
take it.
true.
All right,
Absolutely.
we want coffees, yes, and some desserts. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Am I going to get him?
You have to, man.
Mate, this is like, I'm getting stuck in a manual labour here. What the hell's going on? They don't pay me enough to do this. Anyway, I'll let you two muse over the
All
win.
right. So how do you feel? Is this feeling very comfortable for you?
Huh?
I think you're
I
very...
feel like I've watched the
Because
show
you
enough.
are you have watched the show enough, and you are my daughter, so
This is true.
you're
I
definitely
am,
not
yes.
shy.
How's that?
No, definitely not.
Look at that.
And,
Look at that. And what do we got here?
as promised,
As promised, a bit later, everyone
Still
set.
just don't understand.
don't understand me not
Do you
eating
like
apples and
fruit?
fruit. I can't do it. I actually
fruit.
can't do it. So I'll let you tell me when you want me to eat it, but
I
let me
think
just enjoy
we'll
the
get
coffee.
through some of this stuff here, and then we'll go for a bit of a munch.
Can we talk about the game first so
Yeah,
I can
that's
get
what
happy and up and
That's
about,
what I'm
and then
thinking.
we
That's
can
what I'm
get into
thinking.
that?
All right.
Okay.
So there's a bit of
All right,
stuff
thank
to
you,
go
please,
on.
because I need to
So
amp myself up for
let's
it.
have a little bit. You know what? Because we got the.
Well,
the
Fab. See, ever since you started having that,
Yes.
Fat, hey, 2 from 2.
Yeah. No. Is it?
We can't change, can we? Oh,
All
no.
right. So.
Mind you, that's one of the straight. Did you remember Fab's reaction when he smelt that?
You
Have you smelt
only
that?
have a little bit.
Have you smelt the panther? Just
No,
open it
I
and
haven't.
smell it. Oh, I've got to see
All right.
this.
Wait. First
Yes.
smell this one.
Okay, smell that.
That smell nice?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh
No,
God.
well,
Yeah.
if
That's,
you
grab the other one.
if you think that one's oh god,
It brings me back, like, memories of
Oh, no.
times that, like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
shouldn't have. Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
that's
No.
35-year-old
That's proper.
Bell. Now.
I get to use the cups that I bought you.
Yes.
Yes,
correct,
you did.
correct.
They are the cups you bought us.
Might be a
Cheers.
How are we? Salud. Oh, I can't forget.
Salud,
Cheers
huh? Let's do it.
to the JP. I'm never able
Oh,
to.
for the love of everything. I'll just, like, sip that.
You're going to sip that.
Yeah.
And today we've got the biscuits.
Oh yeah, we brought in some crostoli. We've got these jammy ones here. Now what are these?
Now,
Rebecca?
these
Have
are a
look.
Thai dessert. So these are like the Thai crostoli.
Have you ever tried one of these?
No, I haven't.
You're going to indulge?
But I'll try.
They're very nice.
See, gentlemen, come on, mate. You got to give the. You just went in there, scoffed at that. You didn't even
That's
offer.
true.
Come on, mate.
Oh, they're nice.
That's true.
Come on.
Hey, listen. We've been watching a lot of great footballers now in the current side.
Yes.
There's been champions throughout the
Absolutely.
history of AFL. And so I haven't put this together. We're going to watch this, and I think you especially are going to like
Me?
this. Yes.
Okay. Well,
Let's have a look at this,
is
everyone.
surprise. All right, let's have a look.
Welcome back to the MCG. What a great crowd here, full house, and they're witnessing a magnificent exhibition of footy. This is a very, very special match. Kernaghan's kicked 7 goals, Bartlett 6, and Bob Pratt 5 beauties. Let's go back to the action. Jack Regan about to kick in from the punt road end. And it's Regan with a magnificent drop kick. He's looking for Polly Farmer. Farmer up high. Terrific mark. Beautiful handball. Goes to Matera. Matera's got Barassi. Decides against him. Wants Bradley. Oh, played Bradley to Bulldog. Saw him. Gave him every chance. Inside. Skilton has got a problem now. Bobby Skilton does well. Does very well to Big Nick. Back to Skilton. Tuck on a lead. Ignores him. Goes across to Greg Williams. Beautiful mark, Teddy Whitten on the chest. He's got Barassi wide. He sees him. Handball now to Barras. Barras has got a problem here. He's got to get the footy back. Well played, Barras. Does it beautifully. Goes to the pocket. Ablett on a lead. Ablett's got not one but two to beat. Rides the bump. Vintage Ablett goes for goal. Oh, there's a problem here. The umpire, Barassi doesn't like it. Ablett's confused. 50 metres.
50? I think you mean 15, Bruce.
Not anymore, Ron. Not anymore.
50 metres?
How's it cut between like the
Well, you
colour and
wouldn't
grey?
read about it.
The crowd doesn't like it, and they're letting the ump know, and Barassi isn't happy either. Gee, what a team we've got out there. Between them, they've won 22 Brownlow medals, 63 best and fairest. They've played 4,444 games, and they've booted 4,786 goals. Let's go back to the play. Bruce Stall at half-back takes the bounce. Now turns his man inside out. Brilliantly played. Goes to Keith Gregg. Touches it down majestically. Gregg looks for Stephen Silvani.
Stephen Silvani? Don't you mean Serge?
Later on. Sauce
Later
takes
on.
long. Pretty good
Goes
kick.
later
Up to centre wing. Ian Stewart beautifully robed. Onto the right leg. Farmer's got it. Polly with a long trademark handle. Kevin Murray over the top. Hart's onto it. Royce Hart 45 metres out. Brilliantly played. Drills it. Goes long. Fantastic kick. Magnificent goal. This is a magnificent team. This could be the team of the century.
Could be the team of the century. It was the
I
team of the
think it was a
century.
team. How was that?
Love it.
First of all, the footage, and second of all,
Oh, Bruce is just like,
Bruce, eh?
he's the king. He's the icon, mate. He's
who is the
absolute-
best? Since you know that's your forte, what do you reckon? The commentator.
Who's the best commentator?
Who's the best in the past and now?
Now, past, for me, it's Rex Hunt,
Yeah,
because he
100%.
revolutionised
You remember
the game.
Rex Hunt?
I
Nah.
don't think so.
That's right. We'll teach you.
We'll teach you.
And now, well,
Apart from you, apart from the up and coming star, who do you like listening? Who doesn't annoy you?
that, you know what? That's probably the more pertinent
It is.
question.
It is, man.
I like JB on Triple M.
Yeah.
I like James Brayshaw on Triple M.
What about Brian Taylor?
Yeah, BT's all right.
He's not
BT's
too
okay
bad.
on Triple.
I
On
don't
Triple
mind.
M, I
At
like
least
them.
Yeah, and Triple
On
M, they're a
Triple
lot
M, they're
better.
great.
They're a bit more relaxed on Triple
That's
M.
them. It's them.
Yeah, that's it.
TV at the moment, Jason Bennett.
Oh,
Love Jason Bennett. He's
Wow.
a pure
that's what you
commentator.
want, man. And you don't want too much.
Yeah.
Like, you just want him to call the
You
game.
know what his best moment of the year was so far? When he didn't say anything. Sam Doherty's goal.
Ah, yes.
Didn't say anything.
That's right. You didn't have to say
He
anything.
just said, like, as he was going in for this, as he was, like, sort of backpedaled and stopped at his marker for the set shot, he said, oh, he's come a long way. And then dead silence. And then the crowd just
Because,
erupted.
well,
and-
that was it, man. Because the
Yeah.
moment was the whole commentary,
So-
man.
Yeah, you didn't need much.
Correct.
How did you feel about that? Remember that
Doc's
moment
goal.
when Doc kicks that goal? Was it emotional?
Yeah, I think I cried.
Did you?
It was,
really?
We were at the footy.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think it was.
That's cool.
No, you were at the footy. I don't think I went to that game.
Oh, you didn't go to that game?
But I think it's just one of those moments where it was more than football at that
Absolutely.
particular moment.
Yeah.
So I
Absolutely.
Everyone was
think he's
pumped.
just, yeah.
He's a star, and he's been playing like a star. Unbelievable.
Probably career best at the moment.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
he's so
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. All right. All right. What episode are we?
good. 34.
Ooh,
Very
what?
good.
Jeez,
No,
he was
she's
quick
right
on that.
on
Good
time.
Lord, that was quick.
So let's have a look at this. You should remember this bloke. Let's have a look at this first bloke here.
Yep. Let's have a look.
All
You
right.
You remember
Yeah.
him?
You remember
Taylor?
this
Sure.
one? Ivor Brown, 1 game, 0 goals, 1942.
Rightio.
He was born in Northcote, played for Coburg, and was an aircraft mechanic in the RAAF.
Oh, okay.
Also played 2 games for Collingwood in 1943.
There you go.
Nothing special, but I like the next photo. That's why I showed this. I love these old photos,
yeah.
man. See him? I think he's the third on the right there on the top there.
Third on the right at the top.
There he
Yeah,
is.
there he is.
There
Yep,
he
yep, yep.
So that's a photo from 1942. I love these team photos.
You
Look
took
at-
that, didn't you?
Yeah, I took that. I took that. I was there. I love it, man, and they look like they're men, mate.
Yeah, professionals like.
Like half of them are 16 years old. They look like they're men, you know. Like,
Are we allowed to
unbelievable.
say that with a woman in presence? Is that like?
What's that?
Are we allowed to say they look like men? Is that like
I don't know. Can we say
touchy
that?
subject or?
Or is that something we can't say anymore?
No, you can say that.
You can
They
say
look
that?
like men, yeah. You can say that.
Yeah,
It's
because
true.
All right.
Or else we can't. Yeah, all right. Hey, next one. This one here, you're going to love this bloke too. This
Okay.
one's another one.
Yeah.
All right, let's put it up and let's see if you know.
Can't say I know who he is.
All right, Ian Robinson.
Oh, Ian Robinson.
66 to 74, 125 games, 85 goals. He debuted in Anzac Day 1966
There you go.
against Richmond. We had Anzac Day.
Right.
And he was a versatile centre and wing. In 1967, Footscray. Listen to this one. In 67, Footscray complained to the VFL that Carlton recruitment of Robbo was controversy because Footscray alleged that Robbo's father had assured them that Ian would play for Footscray.
One word.
Unlucky. But Carlton settled the matter, right?
Of course they did.
By clearing Ken Greenwood to Footscray as compensation.
So here you go. You can have this one.
Yeah.
We'll take this one. It's a
So
sleight of hand.
Yeah, was it pretty much you take
La
Murkoff?
merda.
You know what I mean? Here you go, shut up. He comes along.
Okay,
And then he became a commentator, as you saw there. Let's have a look at some of these highlights.
Big Robbo. Up he goes. Oh, what a caller, Mike Williamson. Nichols. He's got his name on the locker, doesn't he? Oh, which we'll see. We will see later. Who's our 34 now? We haven't had one. I don't think we have one. I don't think we have a 34. Am I going mad? No.
I don't think we have.
No, I don't think so. We've got a 35.
We've got a 35. No. The bloke could play, man. Well,
How's this instant?
I forgot to tell you when I was mentioning all that. 68, 70, 72 premiership player.
Well, there you go. That's all that really matters, doesn't
Triple
it?
premiership player. Look at him. Look at the moves, mate.
Trouble.
Look at the kick. Look at this kick.
How's it? Is he right footer? Has to
I
be.
think he's a right footer, but that was a nice left footer there.
Maybe Cripps can take a leaf out of his book.
Yeah, well, Cripps does enough. What do you reckon? Robinson!
It's nice to actually see these old highlights and
I love
actually see him front and centre rather than in like the background. And
Look at
not
this. Look
touching
at
the ball.
look at everyone running on.
Oh my god!
They've got to kick it before they run up to it.
There they go.
And he kicked it.
Jesus. And he's run off.
My goodness.
Yeah. Good.
Now,
COVID-
that game there, just quietly,
COVID protocols.
was a record game. That was when I think we kicked our highest score. Was like 30-30.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
In I don't know what year it was. There you go. Do you remember that? No. All right. You weren't even born when this next player played, right? Now, this bloke, I had to put him on. Who is this bloke?
Alex Marku.
Look at him.
Absolute,
Look at him.
mate.
Look
Icon.
at him go. Alex Marku, 79 to 86, 134 games, 148 goals, 79, 81, 82 premiership player, Carlton Hall of Fame. But this is the photo I wanted everyone to have a look at. Keep going. When he went to St Kilda.
Good lord.
What is going on, mate? Get some wax, please,
Oh, how's
mate.
that? Look at the shoulders. Oh wow.
Oh, wow. Sorry, I was busy looking at the hair, to be honest with you.
Not
Yeah,
the
which
hair.
hair? Look
Which
at
hair?
the
Look at the hair on there, mate.
I was busy looking at the hair on his head. I didn't even realise.
We'll have to quiz him about that.
No, well, he always admitted that he was one hairy person. He used to wax like, you know,
But how?
when he went to do his wax. It was like that scene from,
40-year-old virgin, Steve Carell. Steve Carell.
that is still one of the most funniest. Hey, I had to get some highlights of this bloke.
Look at him. Here we go.
Look at him go.
He was a crafty little player,
He
wasn't
was,
he?
man,
Like
and he was
50.
quick.
Armstrong does better, but it's not taking
Look at this bloke here.
teammate out there in Marku. He's a pretty fast
He's pretty fast.
guy, and shoots a beautiful pass up.
Look at this, look at this. Watch this, watch this. Where you going? Down, you
Surely,
ball.
surely you've got. Have you got the golf that he kicked in the grand final late in the game to seal the deal?
Nah.
Oh,
You know how it is with YouTube.
oh yeah, yeah, temperamental. Yeah, temperamental. Where is
Look at
he?
this. He
There
steals
is.
it. He steals it around the corner. Yo, he loved the goal.
He was one of our. Well, he was our first big interview, wasn't he?
He was.
On
Him
the show.
and Harmsy, yeah, and he's a great man. Look at him. Look at the hair, mate.
Look at the hair on the shoulders.
No, I'm
Look at the
telling
hair
you,
on
man, the
shoulders.
bloke there, man, he was never cold.
No.
He was never cold.
No. How do you get that much hair, man?
Oh, he got cleaned up there. He got cleaned up.
Again against North Melbourne. Here we go. Sticks is in there.
There, Sticks is in there. Reece Jones, he was a tough player. Look at that bloke there. Here we go. Look at him. He was wearing the number 60 there.
Maybe his Guernsey got ripped,
Yeah.
did it? You little
Oh, look at this.
Marku. Right, who was that dished the handball off to him?
Tommy,
Big Tommy.
Tommy Alvin, mate. Tommy Alvin. Tommy
Bang.
Alvin. How do you like those highlights?
That was
though?
perfect. Episode 31 to episode 34.
Yeah, yeah. Alex Marku, absolute champion of a bloke, mate. Absolute champion. Hey, we've got another bloke here. I had to put this bloke in. I know there's a lot this week, but these blokes here, have a look. Tell me who this bloke is.
Nick Dygan.
Nick Dygan!
One of the most intelligent players we've ever had at our club.
Yeah.
You'll remember Nick Dygan.
No.
What?
I don't think I do.
But you will remember now.
What?
I
You
don't
will
think I
remember
do.
now. So Nick Dygan, first
Surely.
of all, right? 11 to 13, 43 games, 10 goals. Hey, not long. He was picked up in 2010, the National Draft at pick 70 and was a 26-year-old vice captain for Norwood, remember?
Yes, from South Australia. They recruited
Yeah.
him. I remember.
Now, he had a couple of memorable games.
Oh, well,
Now, first of all, the last round in 2013, what happened?
the last round in 2013, we came from behind and beat Port Adelaide.
Right. Now, in that round there, if we could beat Port Adelaide, we will make the finals. Down to 27 at half time. Malthouse does the move. He replaces, right, Casbolt
Aha.
and puts Dygan on.
There you go, the sub, the green
Yeah,
vest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happened? He went into defence and he held them almost
Correct.
scoreless. He almost held them scoreless. And then we won by a point because Essendon were cheats.
That's correct.
Got the drug cheats, got disqualified. We make it into the finals, right? And then we go into.
The final. The
Let's have a look
elimination
at this.
final.
Let's have a
There we
look
go.
at this. Let's have a look at this. Here's the first one. You remember this?
This is 1 of 4.
1 of 4. So here's the first goal. Now remember what happened.
We
He
know
wasn't supposed to be
wasn't
playing.
supposed to play.
No. And then this is the second one. That was Chris Judd. Remember this? It just falls into his arm.
What a game this was.
He goes back. And he had that run up, remember?
Right
That
next to, right next. Those goals he kicked there, we were literally right in front of.
And then there was this one. That was a nice pass. That was by, was that the one by Garlett?
Or Murphy, I reckon.
Oh, that was Murphy, the last one. And then that's it. So he kicks this one. So he's free. Everyone's going, who's Nick
Then
Dygan?
he kicks the fourth.
Here he is. Here's
Garlett. How's
Garlett.
his pass from Garlett?
Look at this. Takes it. And he actually tries to play on and he kicks it and Judd marks
We're
it.
told he might have been captain of the club.
He could
He's
have
never
been, and
kicked
he
four in a
kicked
game until now.
That's an iconic shot there, man.
Can't believe that. It's unbelievable.
That was amazing. Do you remember that? That was a 2013 final against Richmond.
Elimination final against Richmond. He wasn't
Right.
supposed to
I
play.
don't remember.
We
it,
all
which is
watched
bad,
it
but-
here outside. That's when Mum was going crazy outside. And she was
Right.
absolutely going, man. And we won, mate. That was such a thing, mate. Nick Dygan
Bang. That's a good memory, though.
enters Carlton history.
Carlton folklore.
He is, man.
That's one of the best
Because the
displays
story
ever.
was he was eating either a Subway
Subway or a roll or something.
and then and you know what we got to give praise to?
Brock McLean.
Brock McLean. Because
Last
he
kick of
injured
the warm-up.
himself.
Last kick of the warm-up.
Yep. And
Yeah,
he
felt his
could have
hamstring.
stayed on and just been part of the team, but he said no. He went off. Nick Dygan comes on. He's eating the Subway. And they go, you got to come on.
Oh wow.
And he gave him a footlong.
And then to Richmond, that day was a little bit unlucky.
That was unlucky.
All right. This has been good. But now, let's go.
Wow.
Who's this bloke here?
Oh, mate. Like, absolute icon.
The Chief.
The Chief.
the Chief
Simon
Wiggins.
Wiggins.
We
Oh,
love him.
what a
116
man.
games, 36 goals. Wiggo.
Yep.
The Wiggler.
The Wiggler.
Or the Chief.
The Chief.
The
It's more
Chief.
Colloquially,
The
colloquially
Chief.
known.
So I actually caught up with the Chief, and
Now you're actually quite acquainted with him, aren't you?
I am. I work together with him.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So we both kind of started the same time at Metro.
There you go.
Yeah, he started like 3 or 4 months before me, and we kind of went through our training together.
There you go.
Yeah, and then we become good friends. Naturally, being Carlton supporter, and that we talk. And now he's actually moved up into management, and he kind of he's kind of my manager, but not really. I don't listen to him. I don't listen to him, but he's a top bloke. So I caught up with him, and let's have a listen.
There we go.
All right, and here we have him, Mr. Simon, the Chief Wiggins. How are you, mate?
Thanks for having me, Rock.
No, man,
Good to
it's
be
a
back.
pleasure to have you. Oh, look, he got excited too.
Yeah, she gets excited.
Ah, she gets excited. All right. So today, it's episode. What episode?
Number 34.
I love it. We get 34, so we get the best, right? We couldn't get Marku. So we get the fan favourites, mate. 34, 116 games, 36 goals. Yeah?
Yep.
Do you remember all your... I ask them all, do you remember your goals?
I reckon I remember probably about 90% of them. There's a
Remember
couple
the
I can't-
first one?
Yeah, remember the first one.
Tell
First
me
game.
the first one.
First game, round 5, St Kilda, 2001.
Yeah.
Got the late call up to play. Started on the bench. It was the first time Aaron Hamill, who was a trade the previous year, had come back and played at Princess Park, or was Optus Oval back in those days, and there's a bit of animosity there with the Carlton fans. Back in those days when you first started playing, as a young player, you were never going to start on the ground. You'd always get the last 3 or 4 minutes of every quarter. So you work out, you'd get probably 20 minutes for the game, but it'd be every 5 minutes at the back end of the quarter. Came on.
How many interchanges of those days? Was it
4.
was still
It was
4? Yep.
There's
yep.
no caps on interchanges,
Yeah,
but there was a reluctance to use the interchange.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
your mids would rest forward, your rucks would rest
Yeah.
forward, rather than coming off. And so I was sitting on the bench.
And you come in as what? A forward?
I played the first 3 games in the VFL as a defender.
Yep.
But came in and played, I think, half forward in that game,
Yep.
like in the ones. There was 3 of us who debuted for Carlton that game. There was Jordan During, Jimmy Plunkett, and
Oh,
myself,
Plunkett!
and myself.
I want to get Plunkett. He was
Yeah.
on that commercial.
No, he wasn't. I don't reckon he was. You're talking about have a good weekend, Mr. Walker.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that was him. I've looked at the ad, and I don't think that's Jimmy.
Mate,
But we all used to say that.
We
I
always
don't, I
said
don't think it was him.
I'm
Yeah.
going to look that up.
Well,
All
I
right, so
didn't
you
admit
make
that.
your debut.
So made my debut, playing against St Kilda. First kick was a bit of a scrappy sort of kick forward from a stoppage on centre wing. Went straight to Aaron Hamill, got the boost straight away. Might have been a sign of things to come with everyone in mind possessions. But in the last quarter, it was a bit of a to and fro. Like St Kilda were down the bottom end of the ladder, and we were sort of expected to do really well that year. Last quarter, 2001, yeah, round 5. So I think Braddles had the ball out of wing just in front of the Pratt stand.
Yeah.
I just come on the ground, sort of snuck in behind
yeah.
the forward pocket, kicked it pretty much to the hot spot, which is 0 to 30 out back in those days, and I've sort of jumped up and marked it in front of Big Matthew Capuano.
Oh, the big
But
pepper.
but there wasn't a lot of contest from him in the air. I think he
Yeah.
just didn't expect me to be there, and I went back and kicked a goal on the second kick in AFL.
Second kick, you're one of the second kick. All right.
Yeah.
That would have been.
It's elusive.
Well, yeah, there's the first kick, but
Yeah.
the second kick.
Yeah, the second kick's probably not exclusive a club, I should say. Yeah,
All right, so tell me, when where'd you come from?
Tasmania.
Tasmania.
Yep.
You and your brother Tasmania, yeah.
Yep.
So how did it all start? Like, did you always play footy?
I started with soccer. Like early days, I think you weren't allowed to play footy as early because of being a contact sport. So a lot of us played soccer, and I played soccer up until about under 9s.
Yeah.
And then we got help, and then we were allowed to start playing football. So played football from under 10s onwards.
Yeah.
Just went through the ranks. I wouldn't say I was an exceptional player. I was a bit of a late developer. I was really small, really little, whereas my brother was the complete opposite. He was like early developer, massive, like a really gun junior. I kept I made development sides. So I wouldn't say I was the best player, but just kept making the sides because I was skillful and I was competitive and those things. And then things just sort of turned around for a little bit for me when we made the under-16 state team, as I was playing under-18s with Glenorchy at that stage, playing on bigger opponents. Had a reasonable year that year, and then out of that year in the pre-season, which was my brother's last year as a top age player in the Tassie Mariners, I made the squad. Like I was just one of the ones that sort of snuck into the squad. I would have been like around 49th, 50th, selected in that squad. In a couple of practice matches, my brother sort of looked after me playing ruck, and I played on ball. So I remember one we played at Port Sorrel. It was one before the start of the season. And he sort of looked after me, and I got a fair bit of the ball that game. I ended up getting picked in the squad, and ended up playing round one. And it just went. It came out of nowhere for me. Like I wasn't.
Did you get confidence from there?
Well, I just ended up playing a lot of really good players. Like I was an undersized centre half back, full back, but I played on a lot of really good players and did a lot of like good jobs on these players, which sort of people
got noticed.
Appreciated. Ended up coming second in the best and fairest as a 16-year-old that year as under 18. So it was a pretty good effort. Brad Green won the BNF that year.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So I came second, and then that sort of shot me from being just your average run-of-the-mill. Probably was looking towards playing senior footy in Tasmania.
Yeah.
But then was on, obviously people started to notice, and I was in the focus for perhaps going further into like AFL. And
all right, and there he was, mate, the Wiggo. So there you go, man. Now to watch the full interview.
Yes, make sure you go to the Jumper
channel.
Punch YouTube channel.
What are we doing? We going on the channel? What are we doing?
Like, subscribe, comment.
We have to like, subscribe. We don't have to, but it'd be nice.
Yes, you have to.
And you watch a full interview, and I'm telling you, it's one, not only because I know him, but it was one of my favourite interviews. We had a ball, and I just telling everyone the story about being drafted, right, and how the draft camp
Pretty cool.
with Williams, Choco Williams,
It's intense.
when they got him in there, you're not going to believe what happened. I'm telling you, you have to watch this. He is a gem, this bloke. So everyone catch the full interview of the Wiggler. No, the Chief, man. He is the Chief. He is the Chief. All right. So, you know what? Let's, all right, go into this segment here. Let's do it. No.
Before that,
We've
got something.
All right, before that, I was going to say, this is like our little panel here.
It is.
But the panel started somewhere, didn't it?
The panel did start something.
Somewhere, a long time ago, yeah?
Yes.
Let's have a look how it first
Out of
started.
space.
The biggest names in football have gathered to analyse, argue, adjudicate, and articulate on the world of sport Westpac Footy Panel. Introducing Richmond's 310-game living legend, Captain Blood Jack Dyer, a premiership captain and coach who's broken more than the big stories over the last 50 years. His sparring partner from Collingwood, the game's only multimedia mega rover, a 250-game veteran and premiership captain, Lou Richards. He was christened Peter Patrick Pius Paul, but to all his crackers Keenan, his career spanned 213 games with Melbourne, North and Essendon, and can well have been more, but the odd rush of blood. Over 237 games, the Swans' longest-serving captain, Bobby Skilton, earned the respect of both friends and foe with his skill and courage. He backs his judgment with 3 Brownlow medals. In 193 games, Peter McKenna kicked his way into the history books with 873 goals, the 4th largest tally ever. He was renowned for his accuracy, a boast that still applies. From vigorous pupil to master ruckman, that was the path Sam Newman took over 303 games with Geelong. The white boots and blonde tips added colour to one of the most competitive big men in the game. The Geelong flyer, Bob Davis, helped change the face of football as premiership coach of the Cats after a brilliant career that saw him play 188 games and win all Australian selections. And in 1984, we introduced the longest-serving player in league history, Richmond's 403-game champ, Kevin Buck, a man more than capable of matching wits with the greats of the past. Once again, these men will cast votes for the $15,000 World of Sport Adidas Award, the richest in football, with $10,000 to the winner, $3,000 to the runner-up, and $2,000 to the third. Carlton, one of the world's greatest brewers, are proud to award $2,000 to the 1984 Brownlow medalist. And from Canberra TV, an AWA 22-inch Thorn colour TV set and a Thorn video cassette recorder to the Coach of the Year, the most illustrious name, the biggest prizes on the world of sport, Westpac Footy Panel.
There you go. That was the world of sport, right?
Now, we've got the world of Carlton.
We got the wild world of Carlton. Thank you very much for coming. There was a game today, wasn't there?
There was a game today.
Do you remember the score? Let's have a look at the score.
There it is.
116 to 16.
Yes, and there you go.
We
And
got the goal kickers. Go through them, Taylor. Let's go.
Let's go for the goal kickers.
In your best newsreader voice.
Charlie Curnow, 6 goals.
Bang.
Harry Mackay, 3
Oh,
goals.
Harry Mackay.
Mackay.
There you go. See, it's not Mackay, it's Mackay.
It
See?
is Mackay.
See?
I know it's
Did I say
Mackay.
that
I
right?
just keep
You
stuffing
kept
it
saying
up.
Mackay. It's perfect. Perfect. Yep.
I said that right?
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
Spot on the money.
Cripps, 2 goals. Fisher, 2 goals. Silvani, 2 goals. Kennedy, 1 goal. And Nunes, 1 goal.
Yeah,
And the
and
rest
Adelaide.
really
No
don't
one
And
cares about
Adelaide,
that.
Who cares?
Hey, listen, and do you know the score?
Yes, I know what you're going to say.
What?
The last 3 times we've won a game by 48 points have all been against Adelaide.
No.
Well, there's something for you.
Well, there's
you
one
go,
there.
There's one
But
for you.
also, last week's score was very similar. I think it was 17-12.
Yes.
And I think their score was very similar too, you know?
There go. Well, that's how's that for you? The last time we've won the last 3 times we've won by 48 points have all been against Adelaide.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there
See?
you go. Well, that was a
Not
big
just
score,
pretty
mate.
faces,
That was a
bit of
good win.
substance
That was a
behind
good
it.
win. Hey, let's have a look at this bloke here.
The $6 million man. He's
35 disposals, 19 contested, 10 clearances, 6 inside 50s, 12 score involvements and 2 goals. Now, if you look at last week's, it was very similar. He had 35. I think he had 9 clearances. It was 1 the difference.
he's chugging along nicely, isn't he?
But he just keeps on going.
Yeah, he does.
Just keeps on going, mate. Like, just hard as a man. But the other ones,
Well,
the Twin Towers, mate.
Look at Charlie.
Look at this.
look at Charlie.
Don't you love it? Don't you love
I
it?
do love Charlie.
You
I
love
do.
Charlie.
Zoom in on
I
that one.
do,
Look at that.
I
There you
do.
go.
Look at it.
I think, he's just,
9.5 goals, 10 marks, 4 contested marks. Now, I know you don't like this stat, but again, look how many metres gained.
Yep.
That's 2 forwards. We're not talking wingers.
Yep.
You know what's funny about this stat? How many marks did Harry take?
None.
0. He didn't. He took 0 marks.
That would have to be I reckon that's.
But he
nearly
had a
the
lot
first
of
time
free.
in his
He
career
got free
getting
kicks, you know, because he was being howled again, like an ornament on a Christmas tree. They were hanging
absolutely
on him.
they were.
But he took none. But Charlie,
Wow.
oh my God,
Yeah.
He's the best.
he's
Like,
just
he's just the best to watch. I love watching him play.
like it's exciting every time he
Yeah.
goes near the ball, man. He's just like McKay's a bit more like clinical.
Who?
Mackay's a bit more clinical, but Curnow is just exciting, isn't it?
It's like,
Yeah.
At the moment, like I actually had no idea. I don't know. I wasn't as not confident, but I didn't think he'd reach these heights.
I didn't think either.
Again after the knees,
I didn't think either.
and I think a lot of people put a line through him, but kudos. Like I mean, we all dip Andrew Russell, which is fair enough, but he's obviously done something right there.
Done something right. I think Curnow's done something right too. Just quietly, man. He's been working hard, but he's if that's not the best forward line, like Twin
duo.
Towers duo,
Yeah.
since I don't know who would be.
I don't know. Like, I mean, they haven't really won much yet, but they're dangerous. And I think, I don't know, is it Brown and Lynch?
I reckon it's Brown and Lynch. It has to be.
I don't know. Like, there's just not.
There's others that have been like one good forward and a not bad forward, you know.
Well,
But to have, like last week, it was Harry who kicked the goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though he still kicked 3 goals of that. But this week, it was Curnow was just dangerous every time he went near that ball today.
Well, you know what? I think they're not competing against each other in a bad way, but I think the fact that Harry reached the heights last year,
Yep.
Charlie's like, hang on a minute, like, wait a minute, mate. Like,
Yeah, no, that's a good.
I know you're like, you're one of my mates, but I'm the man.
Yeah, and he
Which
is.
is great. So
And he is, man. And their separation is starting to work really, like the way they're working up the ground, one stays back. You know, they rarely, like mark against each other.
yeah, well, you saw the passages of play like through the guts,
Oh.
and Charlie leading up and like,
Yeah.
look how long we haven't seen that for God knows how long.
No.
How's he passes from Durden like just hitting?
Oh,
lights
unbelievable
out,
hitting
like,
it. But the lead's there too. They're looking for the lead. They're leading beautifully. You know what I mean?
There's something different, and we always keep like Mars keeps saying it's different.
It's different.
Well, because it is.
It is different.
New coaches, new players, new CEO, new president, new everything.
It's different. The way they're playing, the way they're moving. Like today's, we played a lot longer. The game, we were in it, we were dominating for a lot longer. We haven't still done the 4 quarters, but that's all right.
We controlled the game.
But
for
that
longer
third
patches.
quarter is some of the best football I've seen. Not just by Carlton.
Oh yeah. No, it was unbelievable. I'm speechless. Like 6 and 2.
We were up and about.
You know what? Like I think everybody had this feeling that okay, well we're at this point now, and I think we have to be.
Yeah.
6 and 2. Like we have to be.
Of course.
Especially
with the draw we had, and then the way we recruited and everything.
For me, the way we're playing at the minute, and I understand that, last year and whatever happened, to start the way we have, and we were saying, how can he change it all in one pre-season? He's got 3 months and blah, 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 whatever it is, but it can change overnight.
Well, it looks like it. I think there's still a way to go.
There is, but you've got to start from somewhere, right? And they've just brought it back to, Voss has just said, if you can't win at the contest, and your contested game and the way you hunt the ball around the contest is non-existent, well, what's the point of it? Basically, what's the point of playing? You have no foundation to build a house with. That's right. The talent's there. We've got all the bits of timber and everything, but if there's nothing, if there's no vergonia down below, everything's just going to implode.
100%.
So, and I think what we've done really well this season is worked on that facet of the game, and now it's about, I know it's such a simple area, but then you just got to add layers on top of it.
But that's what it is. You've got to start somewhere, and the simple things you've got to change. At the end of the day, footy's basic.
Yeah, exactly.
It is basic, you know what I mean? If you can get
it's hard if you make it hard for yourself. That's like with anything.
But if you can get those fundamental basic things correct, right, the rest will flow on. Of course. And that's what they're doing, you know what I mean?
Couldn't even get them right last year.
No.
I mean, so you've got to that's got to be your starting point. But it should have always been your starting point.
Yeah.
And people make mention of, and Terry and I argued about this on the Blue Broad show on a couple of Mondays ago, where people are saying, they don't two-way run, they don't two-way run, they don't two-way run. I'm like, if you look back at last year, they were pushing so far up the ground. 7 players were going to one bloke who had the ball. You've got to attack him. And then the ball gets out the back, and it looks like you're not two-way running. But because there's so much space out the back, you get punished. And that's not happening. See, now what I liked about today, and this is getting into, not right into the depths of analytics and all that, but do you notice the first couple of goals at Adelaide kicked on transition?
Yep.
So we'd lose the ball.
100%.
They'd slice through us, and we cut that off immediately.
Yep.
As soon as it happened once or twice in a quarter, it was,
we cut it off.
Shut the gate. Sorry, boys.
Yep.
Weedering had switched back. The Conning got back in the hole as well after the second quarter, and, mate, we just domination.
100%. 100%.
What's changed? What has changed? What do you think has changed?
What do I think has changed?
From last year to this year? Well, we've got to get you involved. We've got to get...
I don't know. For me, it's simple. I probably haven't been watching footy as long as...
No, you know what? See, this is what I like, because we're so... I'm involved in all the numbers 100%. And analytics and all that sort of stuff.
Just watching the game, just watching it, what do you think?
I just think that they believe that they can win.
There you
I
go.
don't think last year whether they wanted it or not is a different story, but I don't think that they believed that they were good enough to win. And I think now they go out there. Are they perfect? No, probably not. But I think they go out there and they go, we can beat this team.
100%.
Whether they're first on the ladder or last on the ladder, you can beat them. If you do what you just said, the game is not that hard. I couldn't kick a ball to save my life. But what I'm saying is the game is not hard. If you do all those things right and you execute them right, you will win.
And they can do it. Those players can do it, so we just got to do it. And look, that's a good point. At the end of the day...
How the hell can the same team from last year go out there and do this?
Well, first of all, it's not the same team.
I know it's not the same team,
There's a few different...
3/4 of the team is the same.
Yeah.
The same big fellas, the same... How?
It's the belief, mate.
You're right.
It's the belief. It's the coaching, putting that belief onto them. Even last year, I was saying... I love Voss but can he do it as a coach? I don't know. I wasn't that sure. But at the moment, it looks like He's doing it. Like, he's
Absolutely he
getting
is.
through, and he's getting through to different plays in a different way. Because, again, why is Cripps back to his best?
Well, he's not
like,
playing-
I know he's not. All right,
He's not playing with a broken back.
that's true. All right, that's
Yeah.
true. But there's more to it.
I'll tell you what it is. He's playing selfless football.
He is.
And his output is far outweighing anything he's ever done because he's playing selfless football.
All right, so does he
Yeah.
believe in the other players?
Absolutely he
Of
does.
course.
Yeah, and that's how it works.
Absolutely he does.
That's how it works.
But you've got to be empowered by the other players and your coaches
Yeah.
around you. Don't
Yeah.
You know what I like too this year? It's not all been about boss.
no.
Oh, boss. Like it's
Wow.
you got, mate,
we haven't
these-
really spoken much about Voss.
These and that's when you know it's all going well.
Yeah.
These line coaches that we have in at the moment are very, very highly regarded. Ash Hansen, Tim Clark. What's Aaron Hamill done with Lewis Young? What's he giving him? Magic
Wow.
potion or something?
I was going
The bloody hell's that? What's all that about?
I don't know.
What's all that at, mate? In the pre-season, remember we were at the St Kilda game he was rushing.
Yeah. We'll
No
go.
composure.
What do we got here? We got another
What the
banana.
No, mate, I can't believe it. I
No.
was shocked.
No.
I'm
I
shocked
know.
by how he's playing.
The other thing about Cripps, I'll tell you something. The last time he played well, right, was when?
2018.
And who
Those
was
years.
the
Tim
assist?
Clark.
Who's the coach
Midfield
now?
Tim Clark.
And he's playing his best. I don't know. I'm just saying it kind of like all fits together.
And Matt Kennedy is also playing at his best because
Matt Kennedy?
Luke Power is there.
Mate, he's.
Luke Power, I'm led to believe.
I think
had a
Luke
big say
Power.
on him.
Luke Power's a star, man. He was a star.
Well, it's you know what, like
We got winners on there. We got
you
winners.
well, Mad Dogs has had half his wish granted. He wanted the
He
whole
did.
Lions dynasty to coach us.
No, he did. He
So
did
he's
say
got
a lot.
two there now. But
Yeah.
if no one's going to set this, like the coaches last year, and I don't want to keep focusing, but like we were just so poorly coached.
Yeah.
Tactically,
The players lost confidence.
But you could
They
see
weren't
it.
doing. No. We kept saying it. We kept saying it.
You could
And
see
it was this few little change. Oh, look, there's a lot of major changes to tell you the truth. But you're right. 3/4 of the side is there. Like we weren't. We always said.
Sauce,
We've
what
got
does
this.
Sauce always
We've
say?
got this like. We got this center line there.
Spine.
The spine that's like the best in the league. You know, we got like four. We got some of the best mid, and we can't win a game. What is going on, mate? But you know, it's another thing. Walsh.
Yeah, well, his output hasn't been as high as it.
But it has.
Yeah, his numbers are still.
The
up
numbers
there if
are
you
up
go
there,
look,
but you're
yeah.
not talking about him.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you today, like I didn't give him a vote, but I thought he was good today, man. He was
Tight.
everywhere.
Do you see, like when there's like 6 or 7 players around the stoppage, and he just.
Yeah.
He just
And
does
gets
what
it
he
out.
has to do. I don't know. At the couple of the games, I've been like, oh, I didn't see him, but then he did heaps of things. And I was
Yeah,
like, oh, maybe
exactly.
maybe that's important. Maybe
Where
you don't
last-
need to notice him all the time, but he's doing what he has to do.
But
anyway.
last year, you had to notice him.
yeah,
Of course.
Like he was the only one to notice.
that's
you
the
know?
problem.
no one
is-
else was doing
exactly.
it.
Him and McKay was and Wiedering, you know, that's
Yeah.
all it was last year.
Well, the problem is that when your team's playing like crap, you look for them, don't you?
100%.
Because you look for individuals
You're
to.
just trying to find something.
Well, you
that's,
are.
Where's the good part of this? And you
Exactly.
try and find it.
And there was enough there to suggest that we were a much better team.
of course.
Well,
Yeah.
Sauce always said, like the talent's there.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's there. I've done it for you.
I know.
Like, mate, now I'm going to get into the Sauce rant because people have come for him and
Yeah.
said, oh, he's list management.
Of course.
Go
they
to the 2015 draft and just look at what he did.
Name him.
Wiedering, tick. Charlie, tick. Harry, tick. His son, tick. David Cunningham would be a tick
He's a
if he did
tick,
it.
man. The bloke when he come, you saw
It's
when he.
5 from 5.
Yeah,
How
100%.
many list managers go 5 from 5 in a draft? Name me one. Name me one.
No, well,
None.
I can't figure it.
Not one. How's O'Brien going?
Well, at the moment he's on.
Eh.
How's
Eh.
Dow? How's Dow going?
Well, I don't want to about Well, he's killing it in the reserves.
He is got the reserves.
But that's what
yeah.
you got to do.
Yeah.
And look, he can't get into that midfield at the moment. But so what?
Yeah, no, it's
Kennedy, another one from
good.
Sauce.
Kennedy, yeah, it's been a while.
Keep
Well-
talking.
Well, people like Kennedy and that, we always said, like, you're never playing them in the right position.
They're playing him at full forward.
At one
mate.
stage, I was playing him full forward, you know?
What the bloody mate? What? Oh God! I'm in a good mood. We're winning.
No,
It's
no,
like
and that's it. That's it. The other one today, which was, I thought was
a
big.
surprise. Yeah.
No, it was a surprise,
okay.
but I'm happy the way he's
Yeah.
going. Terry, Get ready?
Oh.
Hey? Gibber fish without the gibber.
Yes. Fish.
Mate, he was good today again, man. Like, he's really, you know what? He's taking them on, man. He's moving forward. He's not going sideways.
It's much more direct.
Yep.
I think he's starting to become and this is not to denigrate, but I think he's just starting to become a footballer. He's starting to become a man. He's grown into himself.
100%.
He's had one bad game this year.
Yeah,
Against
and that was a
Fremantle.
few
They
weeks
all
ago.
played
We
like-
gave it to him.
they
and
all
they
played like
shit,
Merida.
and then he's come back hard, man. So he's a good one. And the other one I'm going to have to say is, well, first of all, Carroll. You know, in the first position, how many possessions he had? In the first quarter, how many possessions he had? Bananas. You know what bananas is? Zero. What did he have at the end? 18. He worked his way into the game, mate. He worked his way into the game. And looked, a couple of times he turned over the ball, but he was trying.
Yeah, he was getting the ball in tight situations and trying to gain territory, which I understand, but I think the poise will eventually come with him. But, mate, like, he stepped in for Hewitt. Like, mate,
he's killed it.
Like, you can't ask for much more,
And we get Hewitt to come back.
The VFL needs a hand.
And the other one I'm going to have to name this, man, is Young. You mentioned him before. Now, he only had 14. He had 10 marks. How many did he have last week?
10.
10.
Did he? Oh, there you go, see?
And in 2 weeks, right, what's his efficiency?
I reckon over 80%.
100% both weeks.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Fuck.
You know what that means? He didn't miss a target.
There you go. He's been like I'm going to say he's in better form than Wiedering.
I said that. We said that today, remember? We
better
go,
form than
like,
Wiedering.
Wiedering's been good, and today he was good, actually. Remember in the midfield he stuffed up where Walker pushed him underneath the ball?
Oh, Wiedering.
Yeah, Wiedering.
he just
and then we
misread
go,
the flight
what's
of
he
the ball.
doing,
Yeah,
mate?
he
And then
misread the
after
flight
that,
of the
I have
ball.
to admit, he took some important marks.
He did.
But I reckon Young has been the best performed. Well, you got Doherty, I suppose, but you know what I mean. Big defender. It's Young.
He's been fantastic. Like I can't fault him.
Yeah.
And I said to Terry on the fan cams too, after the Hawthorn game, like he was sort of spoiling balls where he probably could have marked, and he's just continually grown into the role.
I think he's grown into the role. That's what he's done.
You've got to. Like, there's just like you're either sink or swim.
100%.
Like, mate, what else are you going to do?
100%. And he's taken and like McDonald was the first one, and now he
Jones,
had his,
McDonald,
yeah,
McGovern.
Jones, and then McGovern, and then he took his opportunity and he's taken it, and now I'm telling you, he's ahead of McDonald.
Well, he's miles ahead.
Miles ahead.
And look, it's unfortunate for OMAC, but
No.
opportunity. You got to be reliable, mate.
100%.
You got to be reliable.
100%.
It's just, the Marchbank as well. Look, they're all
Marchbank's gonna come
injured.
back. This is good. This is good. A couple of weeks ago, I was thinking, we're pretty like thin on the big men in the back.
Well, we are.
But now maybe it's not too bad. If Marchback gets fit, then we're definitely starting to get that.
What did you make of the Connie?
Very good.
He stepped up, hasn't he?
Bad in the last 2 weeks when he had to.
Yep.
Like, and again today he lost the tap outs, right?
Yep.
But he won around the ground.
Far more influential.
He killed it.
Far more influential
He
than anyone.
killed it. He killed
Loved
it.
this game. I thought he was
No,
fantastic.
he's building nicely, and it's going to take him a little bit of time to become that, like, you know, that like
Pure number
influential.
one. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And definitely when Pitterneck comes back, they'll both be in there. You know what I mean, for sure. But at the moment,
Lockie O'Brien good. Newnes good along the wings. They played
Newnes
those roles
was
well.
He was good. You know,
Kicked
asked
a good
about
goal.
when he kicked a beauty.
Kicked a nice
That was
goal.
good, man, and that was a beautiful passage of play.
Jordan Boyd.
Well, he's the other one, man. Like, I was really bagging him, and when I saw him in as an emergency again, I go, come on, man. Like, how many chances did this kid get? But he actually,
They must like him down there.
at one stage, from behind, he looked like a Wayne Harms.
Well,
he wears a 37.
I don't think he's going to be pound for pound the best player in the league, as Mark McClure says. But I think he is the epitome of what Voss says about contest and competing.
Yeah.
Because he just doesn't shirk the task.
Well, he must
and
see-
he got his head taken off too,
He
just
did.
quietly.
He
Which
must
I've
have
got a bit
seen
of a-
something in him because he keeps playing him.
Well, but that's what you got to compete, mate.
Can we just stop for a sec?
We can stop for a sec.
Cleo, quiet and go and sit down. Go to your mat. Good girl. I can't see, but I'm assuming she went back to her mat. No, that's it. That's it. How does it feel this year with the Blues? Like, does it like because you're young, but you're even younger. Well, actually, not that much younger, just quietly.
I look older.
You look older.
Like way older.
Yeah, you look older.
Yeah.
But how's it feel? Like exciting stuff this year?
Yeah, it's exciting. I like watching. Like, it's nice to watch football and be really calm. Like, I was really calm today, and that's like just amazing because like last year or the year before or whatever it was, you just were not. It was like. It was just anxiety to watch the game. This is just, I can't be bothered. Like, I'll watch it, but it's going to be just disgusting and I can't be bothered. But now it's like, they're good. Like, they can play. And I knew that they could, but they can do it. And it's just nice to watch them believe that they can do it. And then everyone.
Now, do you believe?
Yeah, I believe they can do it.
And there's a difference.
Well,
now, the supporters are believing.
Of course.
And I've always said what we feel is what they feel. You know what I mean?
But like, I don't know if they ever made like a final or anything. I just don't think I could watch it.
Wow, that's
I
all of
sit
us.
in a corner and just like because even now I get anxious, but I think that would just.
In the final, I'm telling you, even now, I'm an experienced campaigner in finals and that, right?
You
right? I'm telling you, if we make that final, I'm going to be like a wreck.
If we have no belief in them, how the hell do they get? How are they going to?
Exactly.
Like it's just we are, and I just want to speak about belief. 25,000 were there today, which is a pretty good attendance for Mother's Day.
Yep.
We're the number one attended team in the AFL this year.
We are. 80,000 members, number one attended.
Terry and I were very vocal about this all of last year.
Yeah.
And have been this year. Get to the bloody game.
Yeah, 100%. And I think 25 is pretty good for a Mother's Day at Marvel against Adelaide.
At
who
4:40
are like,
on a Sunday.
On 4:40 on a Sunday. Yeah, I think that's a good effort.
Crowd was up and about too.
Oh,
so,
yeah. We were pumping today.
The game is just.
I'm telling that third quarter. Let's go back to that third quarter. We were pumped, weren't we?
Oh,
we were jumping. We were giving each other high five.
I was going berserk.
Like, how many times did we do like a passage of play and we just looked at each other and then looked back? Like, we'll go, do you see that? And look back like it was just phenomenal, man.
You know your team's going well when you're high-fiving people and you don't know. You're like, who do I like go?
At one stage it was a bit like that. It was just head going. It was the best, man.
All we ask for is for our team to go out there and play a reliable brand of football every week, and we know what we're going to get now.
Yep.
You know, even in the losses, I know we haven't been putrid
No.
in the losses.
No.
You know, look,
I mean,
Gold
that
Coast
Freeman
game was Freeman.
actually, they were both a little bit, but you're right. They weren't like we got absolutely smashed or anything. You know, there were periods in both games where we had chances. Like we had a chance to bring it closer or had a chance to maybe make a difference, but it didn't go our way. You know what I mean? But you know what I liked about both of those games? We responded.
Absolutely.
The week after.
Correct, and that's what it's all about.
You know what I mean? So we've responded, and now we're 6-2.
6-2, and they're doing the job. Like the last 2 weeks have just been professional, and albeit, like, I know it's against Adelaide and North Melbourne, but you go out there as $1.20 and $1.30 favourite in both games. You got to get it done. Everyone's tipping us. Everyone's saying we can win, and go out there and get it done.
100%.
You know,
last year, how many times did we say we should win this, and we didn't?
Well, we didn't.
Yeah.
Now we're winning them. You know.
So I've got 2 gripes now as well. One gripe is that we should have won by more. I'm hearing that one now.
Well, the gripe is people saying that.
Jesus Christ, great, you get the 4 points, come on, seriously, mate, we're winning. Look, beggars can't be choosers, mate.
Look, at the end of the day, man, we're playing against another AFL side, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have their opportunities. It's very rare. Let's go through how many games, people, right, that a side has dominated from zero to...
It's impossible.
So a team will. Now what happens is sometimes a team has their little period, right, but they don't capitalise on it.
Correct.
Sometimes they do. Adelaide had their period in that last quarter and a little bit in that second quarter. A little bit. But in that last quarter.
In the first, really. In the first,
yeah. And they capitalised. You know what I mean? And we kind of we almost spin ourselves out.
It's a bit of game management at the end. We weren't going as quick and as fast and as direct and, but look, we mitigated the damage as much as we could, so.
Yeah. And then we ended up kicking a couple.
Yeah, no, exactly. Charlie kicked the one right at the
Charlie
death.
kicked it
So,
right at the
you
end,
know, as
yeah.
long as you keep in it, and we've boosted our percentage too, which is...
Yeah. We're up to
four.
111. Yeah, that's
Would
good.
you have said top 4 after 8 rounds?
Nah, I wouldn't have said top 4 after 8 years. Well, think about it. Like last year, like I honestly, at the start of the year, I was still saying, I don't think we'll make the 8 still.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I'm still thinking that we're another year away. You know what I mean?
Now, like it's $1.40 now to make the 8. Anyway.
Right, so now to say that we're top 4, and now to really, I don't want to jinx us, but really to miss out on the 8, it would be very difficult now. Like you would have to
Mathematically, it's
Man, you won half your games.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly.
Right now,
and we're playing good football.
And we're playing good football. And like today too, we're top 4, but we didn't just sneak in and go,
did
you know, other teams lost, that's why you're there. No, we mate, they did what they did. We won, but we won convincingly, and now we are clear top 4.
We're 4th, clear 4th.
Yes.
We're clear
We're
4th.
away
We deserve
from the
it.
crap. Like
We
we're
deserve
away
it.
from that rung that's below us.
And I'm
Just gotta
happy
win.
this week who we're playing. You know, we'll talk about that in a sec.
Percentage has spiked
moved
up
up.
as well.
It's not bad.
Our combined 2 weeks have been now 98-point wins,
Yeah.
98 points both. So we've
If
got the
we
ledger
can
up there.
keep to about the 120, 125 percentage.
it needs to shoot up.
Yeah, but that's what you want.
It'll come.
It'll
come.
come.
If you keep winning, it'll come.
And this is it too. And like today, everyone go, "Oh, we should have won by 70 points." Hey, it'll come.
Correct.
Don't worry, mate. We were
Correct.
saying that we should have
Yeah.
won by before last week. We were saying, "Oh, we should have won by more," and we won by 50. Now we did it again. We won by 50. You know what I mean? But it'll come. That 4-quarter performance will come. It's all there.
This is, and that's what I really liked about the win today was
Yeah.
the mentality, because we knew what the results were. We knew we had to win to get into the top 4, and they came out and bang.
Yeah, 100%.
And did it.
100%. 100%. Mate,
We've been screaming out for this for years, for ages, mate.
100%, man.
For ages.
This is the best, man. I'm telling you, I actually, today was one of the first games for a long time. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, it was brilliant. From start to
Yeah.
finish, it was great.
But not only that, like you've enjoyed wins before, but it was enjoying the win, knowing that you're good.
Correct. Yeah, I know.
You know what I
said it
mean?
wasn't
Not
a
just,
sneaker.
we won
We
today
fell in.
because
Yeah,
somehow
yeah,
something
yeah,
happened out of the blue.
It's not a relief.
That's right.
Mate, it was absolutely
It's not a
sick.
relief.
man.
It's ecstatic. We're
All
up and about.
right.
We're here.
All right. I'm happy for you, like really.
Well, we're not there yet. But what? I just keep you're not playing catch up.
No.
You're not playing chasey. You can conserve a little bit of energy for later on. Like it's just put yourself in the plum spot. Our season's set.
Yeah.
We're a third of the way through. You go through the next block of games and you're set.
That's
Like,
all you
it's
do.
just-
That's all. Now we go through the next 4.
Now we've got to try and get rid of this travel bug that we've got.
I don't know if it's a bug, man. We've lost 2 games.
I know. Well,
We've lost our 2 games.
we haven't lost a game in Melbourne this
Yeah, we
year.
know, but it's just the way it is at the moment. I mean, all right, we go, but
Freo were a good team.
Freo are a good side, and Gold Coast was almost like it was going to happen for some reason. It felt wrong.
It did,
Like-
didn't it? I know, yeah.
So
It was brilliant.
now we got the GWS going over there, so we'll see how we go, you know what I mean? But I don't think this losing, it's already hard to go interstate and win a game.
Correct.
Regardless of who you're playing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? It's like them coming over here, right? So I wouldn't really stress out
Speaking
about
of that game, there it is up on the screen. Sunday,
Wow.
15th of May, 3:20 p.m.
Yes, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Yep.
But you jumped ahead, but
Did I
we'll
jump
do that. No, we'll keep it up there. So it is EWS, yeah. So it's at Giant Stadium, Sunday 15th at 3:20 p.m.
Little bit of a bogey team for us over the
It
last
is a
couple
bit.
of years.
And you're not only that, they've given us hidings.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It's
fuck
not
yeah.
just bogey team.
Oh,
They've
yeah.
just been us,
Oh,
man.
shit,
They've
yeah.
been whipping us since that first game we ever played them. That we punished them, right? I can't remember. I think we won by like 60, 70 points, whatever it was. Since then, I don't know. I reckon if they've not won 80% of the games, I'll be shocked,
Yeah,
man.
it's been, I think the last time we beat them was under Brendan Bolton.
Yeah,
I reckon it was.
yeah, it was.
2017.
Yeah, it was something like that. Exactly right. It was Bolton, and it was a very close game too.
It was. Wiedering did that kick away that was
Yes,
deliberate.
right. That's
and then
right. He
we
kicked
survived.
it.
We survived.
Yeah, that would have been deliberate every day of the week.
It
now.
was deliberate, and we survived. And
Yeah, that's exactly
I
right.
only remember being at the. Do you know which game I remember being at? When Giants fielded 16 players.
Yeah.
They had injuries on the bench and they won by 100.
Don't even start. That was embarrassing.
It's not bad vibes.
That
Stop.
was embarrassing.
Stop.
Yeah. But it's time
Stop.
for punishment.
Stop.
All right, but what you didn't do is we forgot the votes.
Ah, yeah. Sorry, the votes.
Yeah, the votes. All right, let's do the votes. I'll start. You
Yep.
got your votes?
You got your votes?
No, because I didn't come prepared.
That's all right. Doesn't matter.
But
It's-
we'll give
you
our
know the
votes.
drill.
And
5,
you
4, 3,
can-
2, 1.
You can tell us your
You
votes.
do it. I'll
I'm
do
gonna
it, and
start.
then you can think
That's
about
right.
it.
So my votes, I was umming and ahhing who to give the 5 to.
So was I.
So at the start, I was going to give Curnow 5, but I had a look again.
Okay.
Had to be Cripps.
Okay.
It had to be, man. Like the work he did, man. So I gave him 5. Curnow got 4. I gave Doc 3.
Like it? Yep. Okay. Nice.
Now, I gave Fisher 2.
Okay. Yep. That was. I thought you'd fit him in there.
Yeah. And I gave Kennedy 1 because I think in that third quarter, he had something like 14 positions in that third quarter. He really
set the tone. Really set the tone in that third term.
So there you go.
Votes for me.
Let's
Do
see.
I go 1 to 5 or 5?
Whatever
to
you
1?
like. Go 1 to 5.
I'll go
You
1
want to be
5.
different.
1 to Lewis Young.
Yes, all right. I can
2
do
to
it.
Matt Kennedy.
Yes.
3 to the little fish.
Yeah.
Beshe, Zach Fisher. 4 to Patrick Cripps.
All right, you went that way.
And 5A to Big Prince Charles, Charlie Curnow. Charlie's got my 5.
That's it.
All right, on the spot, Taylor. Let's go.
All right.
Put me on the spot here.
Come on.
All
5,
right,
4, 3,
all right,
2,
we'll,
1.
we'll help you out.
5.
We'll help you out. Who, like, don't think of the stats or anything. You watch the game. Who did you go, wow, who's your best player?
Probably Cripps. Just
Alright.
the way he played.
5 to
Yeah.
Cripps, yep. You can jot
5
that
to
down.
Cripps.
Okay.
I'd say 4 to Charlie.
Yeah.
4 to Charlie, yep. Okay.
Who else did you
Three.
like?
She's putting thought into this. It's good. I'm going
I
to have
know.
a silly while she
Because now
does
I've got to
this.
think about what I watched.
Who did you like? Even if you just like him.
Even
Even
I
if you just like him.
Well, Sauce gets all my votes every week. Like,
Alright.
I love Sauce.
I reckon
So
he did
3
great,
to
mate. Those
Sauce.
2 goals, one after the other.
I'd say 3 to Sauce.
Done. I like it.
2 to Fisher.
Yep.
Yeah.
1. I'll say Kennedy. 1.
Nice. That's pretty
like
good.
Well done.
And she chucked in Sauce.
I
Love
love
it.
Sauce.
Yeah.
I love Sauce.
You know what? He
Nothing wrong
almost-
with a bit of love for Jason.
I'm telling
I
you,
love
man,
Sauce.
the work he does around the
Because
ground.
I think, this is just me being really corny, I just think he's just like the heart and soul. Like, everyone wants to win, but he wants to win. Like, he just, and I still think he needs his mum out there. Like, I just love him. I can't. I don't know what it is. I just do. Like,
You do.
I can't.
He's
I
such
do.
a Nobel Bella. You'd
He
love to
is.
have him as a son.
Yeah, like
He's
you
a-
bring him home to your parents, for sure.
He's
Yeah.
like a proper
I
little
love it.
woggy boy,
Yeah.
you know.
For
Like,
sure.
if you brought him home, I'd like him more than you.
yeah.
He's that type of
You
kid.
probably already do.
I like him a lot.
He just like he had big shoes to fill, and I think
The biggest shoes to
the
fill.
biggest shoes to fill, and I think maybe I think he filled them. I
Oh.
think he filled them.
Now he's earned his own.
Well,
But
he's never getting a game because of his name.
No.
no,
Like, I've seen people come out after the Horn Francis thing saying, oh, he only plays because of his name. No, he doesn't. You don't watch football then.
No.
You don't watch
Yeah.
Carlton.
If that's the
exactly
case,
right.
why isn't Ben playing?
Exactly right.
Ben's
Exactly.
not playing.
Ben Silvani's done. He's finished, bro.
Why didn't Dylan Buckley got a few games.
Well, yeah.
Well, why didn't he continue playing?
Well, because, you know, he wasn't up to the standard.
You know, and
Period.
there's many others who don't. But he.
He's so important to our team.
I'm telling you, a team does not recruit a player just for. They're not going to waste a draft pick on someone who
No.
can't play the game. But I said this last time, mate. At the start, he had the biggest shoes to fill, and he, mate, he did it so good. And then he's gone on and made his own name.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
there's still time to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just love him, man. The way he works hard, he goes in, man. You can see he's a little bit injured. He's wearing a lot of padding and
Oh,
that.
no, that's for the ruck. They all wear that. It's
Oh,
a shin,
do
shin
they?
thing. Yeah, it's a shin protector.
But he wears it.
Yeah, no, they all do it. It's like from there to there.
All
it's,
right,
a shin,
all
it's a
right,
shin
all
pad
right,
thing.
fair
They
enough.
all
I
wear
thought
it.
he was
They all
injured.
wear it. No, they all wear it.
But mate, I love him. So I like those votes. They're very good. Very
And you
good.
can see as well, like, I don't think we all picked him to be an absolute star of the game. He's just doing his job every week.
But
And he's content to do that.
Yeah.
Continue the family legacy, and he's doing
but
it proud.
hard doing the job really well, man.
He
Like,
is.
seriously, man. It's almost like when was he out last week or the week before?
He was out against Fremantle. I told you, mate. The moment he came out, I said, "Mate,
It
we're
was
going to
hard.
struggle. We are going to
Because
struggle."
he's that third man, and then he
He's the
he
outlet.
goes.
He's the
Yeah, he's
outlet.
that outlet.
you
Yeah,
know? And he
He's
rucked well today as well.
and he
when
does
TD
that
came.
too. I can't believe.
Yeah.
He's the Jack of all trades.
He's a jack of all trades.
That's terrible. You
I
think
like
you're corny? That was fucking
I like that. The jack of
Far
all
out.
trades. Very good. Master of none. You know that saying really.
It's like true.
Yeah, it's true. But if you actually hear the whole saying, I don't know. I know why I brought this up, because I can't remember the whole saying. But it doesn't just stop there. It's a jack of all trades, master of none, and it keeps on going on to say that the jack of all trades is actually better than the master
all
of
right,
none.
okay.
Yeah. So.
Subject to opinion.
Yeah, that's it. All right, that was pretty good. Hey, listen. Just like us,
Yes.
panelists have their say. Let's have a listen to these greats.
But there's another player not doing too well on the centre, that's Riol, and that's one of the prime reasons why they're not winning so much or going so well. He was the creator, but he's not creating any longer.
Louis, would you dump him and put him in the second?
Well, I would never dump Maurice Riol, because you don't dump champions, but I think something's got to be done about him because he's not playing well enough.
Well, he should be put in the game more. He showed
That's
in the
why they
last
played
quarter.
him half forward today, which was
They
ridiculous.
should let him be a ruck rover or a rover.
But we're blaming those three guys all the time. He's wearing the famous number 17 jack, and at the moment he's not living up to it.
Bob Davis said that he didn't think Leon Baker would make a great deal of difference to Essendon. And today I believe he performed pretty well once again.
Leon Baker is an extremely good player and had to jump on the plane tonight to go back to play for Western Australia on Tuesday. And I still do not know how good Leon Baker will be under real pressure. Fitzroy did not
In the big
apply
games.
any
Let's see him
pressure
perform
today.
in the big games.
Unfortunately, Leon Baker himself admitted today that he has put in 2 shockers and he is pleased. And real good players do not put in shockers consistently.
Now, we haven't heard from Jack Dyer yet. Is that because you're still getting over Richmond, Jack, or what is the problem?
Don't worry about
Just
it,
a
mate.
shock. Bobby, you're talking about there might be a premiership side, but don't you think they do too much work and get nowhere Essendon at the same time?
They do muck around a lot, Jack, and I'm talking of some of their so-called stars. Timmy Watson, Merv Nagel, Glenn Hawker. They like to treat it like basketball at times and handball this way,
Well, where do you
handball that
think? Where do
way.
you think they've improved them, Bob? You've said they're going to be premiers.
I didn't say they were going to be premiers, Jack.
You
I
said they're going to be reversed.
I didn't say it would be reversed. I said it would be a far different effort than from last year.
All right, how's that? Some greats there,
Louis
mate.
Richards, Sir Bobby Skilton.
Bobby Skilton, yeah.
Absolute champions.
Used to watch that every Sunday. I'm telling you, man. I used to love it. That was the only real sports
Was it
show.
like icons like back then, man?
Yeah, and they were. You know what's funny? Every bloke that was on there was like a champion. Now we get like bananas. Like, you do. You just get someone there bananas. But everyone there was Skilton. There was, like Kevin Bartlett. There was
Lou Richards.
Lou
All of them, the
Richards.
kings.
Jack Dyer. All right. This is a good way to raise your blood pressure.
Yes.
So what do you want to do?
Round the reserves.
Everyone knows what happened.
Do they?
Well, I don't know. Let them know. So, all right, at 3/4 time.
This is the biggest vergonya I've seen since we lost the West Coast last year.
And you went.
I drove down to Frankston from Coburg.
No one goes to Frankston.
No.
Right?
Not voluntarily.
Not just to Frankston, right?
Yeah,
Shout out
okay.
to all those in Frankston, all those lovely
No, we love
women
Yeah,
and
yeah,
men
no,
down in
yeah.
Frankston. Not just that I drove to Frankston. It was like the Joel Vardy story after school. The rain was coming in, the wind, the wolf come out of the tree.
That's right.
That's what it was, right? So I've gone along with my close mate Adrian Deha. Hello, Adrian. Mad Carlton
Adrian.
man. And saw Webby there, Nick Webb. We caught
Ah,
up.
nice.
We were at the game together, a few others as well. And the final score read Frankston 13-8-86 to Carlton 12-7-70 now. Now, you could say, like, maybe it was just an off day. You know, Frankston probably just had the better of us. We
That's
had,
it.
you know, we didn't have too many AFL listed players on the
You lose
field.
by a goal.
Look,
can't be that
these
bad.
things happen. You know,
Yeah,
these
that's
things
it.
happen. But look, the three-quarter time margin was Carlton up by 48 points, and Frankston decided that they'd kick 10 goals to 1 goal in the final quarter and win the game. And I just, the words that came out of my mouth, like people were looking at me like, who the hell's this bloke? Like, mate, it was one of the most disgraceful, pitiful last quarters of football I've ever watched.
Mate,
VFL
that's
and
witch,
AFL.
That's witch's hat.
It was, but you know what? It wasn't just that. It wasn't just the fact that they were witches' hats, right? Because it was not that they were non-existent. They were just dumb. Stupid free kicks.
Yep.
Not controlling their aggression. Like there's aggression and being stupid with it,
Yeah.
and there's controlled aggression, playing for the ball and playing
Yeah.
football. Stupid free kicks. 50-metre penalties. AFL listed players not standing up. And look, this is not to knock Alex Murkov, but in the last quarter, we had 3 blokes. So you imagine like the centre circles, right? Say we're kicking to, on the broadcast, we're kicking to the left of screen.
Yep.
So our players, all 3 midfielders, were all setting up defensive side.
Yep.
So like running towards the Frankston goal.
Yep.
He would tap it forward, and none of our half forwards would roll. Their half backs would just roll up,
Yep.
pitch the ball, go forward, and kick. Like it was ridiculous.
And that's not understanding our.
It was absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it, ever.
Well,
10 goals to 1 against the VFL standalone team.
I know.
They got
That's
not
it.
one AFL player in
No,
there.
that's right.
It's disgraceful.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So all right, there was one good thing.
there was one good thing that came out of the game. Well, 2 maybe. Paddy Dow had 30 touches and a goal again, so he just keeps churning away. But he went sort of missing in the last quarter when the game was on the line. And Caleb Marchbank made a successful return.
That's
from
the one we were all
the
happy
ACL
about.
injury. Yeah, 20 touches and 5 marks, and they hauled him off at pretty much a minute or 2 into the third term.
Yep.
And Will Setterfield, don't look at his numbers because he came off at half time.
Okay.
He was held over for the AFL game.
Yeah, just in
So,
case. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but Marchbank, I'm really, really happy. He's probably one of if not my favourite player at the club. I love what he offers, and I pray he can keep his body
What
right.
we saw of him when he did play was exciting, you know, and then he's exactly what we need.
He reads the ball so well as a defender.
Good
And he's a
mark.
big size. I think he's put on a little bit of size as well. He's sort of gone a bit bigger around the edges.
Look, it's good,
So-
and let's not. We don't need to. Let's not rush.
No,
him
he
in
won't be
and that.
rushed back. There's no way. No,
We're
he'll be
gonna, like,
playing.
slowly
We've
build
got to buy this week.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the reserves have got to buy.
That's no good. Getting
Well,
punished like
yeah,
that
I
and then
know,
having
I know,
a
then
buy
you can't
of
come out
2
and
weeks.
respond. So look, it probably comes at the right time after that crap that they dished up in the last quarter. But no, Fogarty was okay. That's pretty much all I'd say for the rest of them. The rest, I don't think anyone else would be pushing there. Okay, Tom Williamson was okay, but then he did some silly things in the last quarter, giving away free kicks, which is not great. So
Yeah.
but no, Caleb Marchbank, I think he'll spend maybe another 2 weeks in the reserves, I'd say, and then he can potentially come up in the team.
Nice.
For someone. So
No, I
positive,
like it. I
positive
like it.
for
That's the
Caleb, but
positive.
not great. We're still inside the top 8, well and truly in the top 8. We're 5 and 2, so
It's a bit like Carlton, where they've got their got their points at the start. You know what I mean?
Correct,
So you can afford it, and if
Anyway.
we can learn from that, you know, like
not the result in itself was disgraceful,
yeah.
terrible, but individually speaking, from an AFL perspective, to have Marchbank back in the fold,
That's the thing.
is great. As soon as he went off, it all started.
Yeah, that's it.
They just had all the momentum up, no leaders down back, and
That's it.
Keep
All
an
right,
eye out.
beautiful.
Caleb
Love
Marchbank.
the reserves, man. This is the only place you come to
The
learn
reserve.
about the reserves, man. With the man himself.
To hear my dulcet
Hey,
tones
listen,
as
if
well.
you wanted to see something tonight, what's the one thing you reckon you wanted to see?
Paul eat the apple. But
So-
because it's funny because I just don't get it. Like,
Neither do I.
it's an apple. It's an apple.
I know it's an apple. That's why I don't like it.
But you made the bet.
I did
Because
make the bet.
everyone-
Thomas Michelli reminded me of it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know who came up to me at the ground? Anne and Dean Vaughan again.
Oh, did they?
She said hello again. And she said, thanks very much for embarrassing me last week.
Love it. She loved it.
And she said, I've got an apple in my lunch bag there if you want it. So this isn't from her. This is from home.
Yeah.
But she also reminded me as well.
Yeah.
So am I getting stuck into this right now?
So I don't know. How do you want to do this? You want to eat it all, or do you
Well,
want a little bit at a time?
I did say I've got 5 minutes.
Far out.
I've got 5 minutes to do the job.
So should I do something in between, or we're just going to watch you eat for 5 minutes?
You can do whatever you want in between.
So I don't know if you're going to last.
I don't think I will.
All right, go, start.
Oh, God.
Everyone get ready. Push the record
This
button.
is actually homegrown.
Oh, is it?
This is a homegrown one.
Oh.
Nice. From Nonno?
No.
How
This is
long
from
do
our
apples
family
take
friend Rick.
to grow?
This is from our family friend Rick.
That's a nice apple.
He's a Collingwood supporter, so I don't know if he's done something with it.
Mm.
But, oh, God. This is not going to be good. I don't know how.
Big bite. Go, big bite.
Oh, that's bad. That's so bad.
And they got the worst texture. See, I rated the Granny Smith.
The Granny Smith ones because they're a bit crisp.
Oh,
right?
God.
That one there does taste a bit like a mush.
How do people sit there at lunch and like, how? How do you do that? With a banana. How do you do it? I can't do it.
I love bananas.
Bananas?
No, I can't do any of them. So 6 and 2. Thanks, Carlton.
Oh my God. Okay, look at him. He has to hold his nose.
What are you? It's got no flavour. It's an apple.
Oh.
Have you
All
tried
right.
apples with peanut butter?
No. I
What do
don't
you
like
mean?
peanut butter.
What's going on
Oh
there?
my God.
Apples
What?
with peanut butter.
Yeah, that's the best snack. It's so good.
So what do? You put.
You like cut up the apple
This is
and then
terrible.
like spread peanut butter on top.
I've never done that.
It's so
Who
good.
told you
should do
something
that.
about the apple? You saw someone off the train. Remember, you saw someone off the train, a fan of the show.
Oh
You go,
yes. What was his
Make
name?
sure Paul
Oh.
eats the apple or something.
Oh, he loved it, man. He reckons it was the funniest thing he's seen, man.
I think it's funny because I don't think you hear many people that don't like.
I've never heard of anyone who doesn't like all fruit.
All
fruit. Out of all the things, like, but he loves like a Lindic.
Oh my God. Oh, that's
I can't believe it's that bad.
That'll teach you to make these ridiculous
No, I can't do it all
bets.
in one. This is ridiculous. I was going to do it throughout the show.
All right, do it
can't
throughout the
do
show.
this. This
I
is
didn't think
bad.
you could do it all at once.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm just going to leave that on a serviette there.
You know they start going brown.
that going
They
brown?
taste worse.
What if you put on a serviette?
Yeah,
If you leave it open, it just goes brown.
Nah, not for that long.
No, it won't be for that long, but it will
You
go
can
brown.
take like a break.
Have a Kit Kat. I need one.
All right. Well, while we're here,
Yep.
let's go into.
Rocco's rant.
All right, Rocco's rant. It can't be about footy. Can't be. We're
Well, this
playing-
is good.
Yeah, it can't
It's good.
be because we're talking too good about like the players. They're playing too well at
Time
the
to
moment.
get the.
So this is all
Sweets.
about me doing my therapy, and today is about the kids of today. What are you? Are you the latest generation?
I don't.
What's the latest generation?
Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Are you?
I don't think so.
Hang
I
on, are
think
you
I'm
Z
the
or Z? Are you a Z person or a Z person?
Z.
See, I say,
You say Z.
I say Z. She said Z.
I said Z the first time, but I like.
I think it's a Z.
I think it's
Are you
Z.
H or H?
Nah, H.
H.
Who the hell says H?
H. H. Cafe.
It's H.
H. Cafe.
H cafe. Z.
Not to
Z
steal your-
is dead.
I
I
think they're
don't
Gen
think
Z.
I'm this generation. I think I'm the one before. I think Dylan.
All
would
right,
be
good,
this
because this generation, the Z generation, look, I love you all, right, because you watch a show, but
And
you
'cause your
are
son
the worst people in the history of humankind. Seriously, you are the worst, man. So I'm having a discussion with some of these people, right? Some of these people, and they absolutely make me sick, right? These people here blame us for everything in the world that's gone wrong.
Okay.
And I just want to explain something to you, right? See, when we were kids, we didn't get driven to school. Now they've actually got a lane that goes into the school so they don't have to get out until they get to the door and then they walk out. We used to walk to school, right? We didn't buy our water. We used to drink the water from the tap on the hose on the ground, and we still survived. When we bought fish and chips, we didn't have to have brand new laminated paper. We used to use the newspaper.
Correct.
Right? We didn't have to have 4 screens in front of us in case you missed something. iPhone, iPad, TV, big TV, just in case you missed something. We had 1 TV, not 4 screens, 4 channels. That was it. You liked it, you watched it, and if you missed a show, that was it for a year. No more. Wizard of Oz. Oh, I'm going to wait till next year to watch it. But that was the Wizard of Oz. Every year you used to watch it with your family, mate. That's the generation that we were. We didn't make this world the way we were, right? Our world was all right. It's you guys that have got to change your runners, not because they're worn out, because you need the new design. Where do you think the old runners are going? There's a big rubbish tip right in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. There's all the rubbish in there. That's where your stuff's going. You know those chargers you buy from iPhone that they roll you? Because you've got to buy the new charger? Where do you think the old charger is? It's wrapped around some seal's neck at the moment, right?
Oh, no.
This is the generation. Just remember one more thing I want to tell you guys. Before you start looking at us when we do something wrong, like, or we say something wrong. Remember, we come from a different world.
That's correct.
This is a new world now, and we're trying to adapt to this new world. But soon as something happens, you're quick to jump on us. Do you understand where we came from? We came from a completely different world. We are trying. So all you woke people out there blaming everyone, blaming your whole life because your mum didn't hug you too much. Hey, get over it, mate. Life is tough. Life is tough, and it's only going to get tougher. But you think it's tough now when you're 16 and that. You wait till later on. Oh, my God. If you're trying to think of ways to nick yourself every day but you just want to get out of this life, we'll see. All right? So to all you woke people, get over it and don't talk to me no more. That's it. Done.
Done. Rant finished. That's that.
And that's
all
that,
she
mate.
wrote.
I'm telling you,
It's
mate.
nice that
That's
we're getting
my-
your rants away from footy now.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's good. That's right. Because last year it was all about the footy. This year I got nothing to complain about.
Is he calming down a bit? Is he like...
When he watches football?
No, just in general.
In life?
Yeah. Is he...
Yeah, I think he has. I think you're calm. Definitely when you watch footy, you're more calm. You never used to be like that in my whole life.
Yeah.
We never could even watch, like...
Well,
we used
tell
to
us
watch...
some of the antics I used to do.
Oh, well, we always used to watch footy together.
What about when I lost?
Oh, like, we would all go to bed and not talk to each other till, like,
Oh,
the
really?
next day.
Oh, like that full on.
Yeah.
I love it.
He just wouldn't talk. He was, like, always screaming. Like, now I think you still scream, but I think you're a lot more
What
calm.
about when I used to go to work, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't watch the game and I didn't want anyone to tell me the scores.
Oh, yeah, you were pretty passionate about, like, don't tell me the scores. Like, we were allowed to watch it, but don't tell me.
But they couldn't even...
Do not tell me the scores.
They couldn't even look at me when I walked
Yeah,
in
'cause,
because
like,
I could tell in
we
their
couldn't
face.
react
Yeah.
to it, so we just had to, like, let him watch it. And then if you knew that you lost, you go, this is going to be like, I've already watched it.
No.
I'm going to watch it again, and I'm going to watch you scream about something I've already watched. And, like, I just want to tell you that we lost. But Dylan's like that now. Your son's
Dylan's
like that
You
now.
know what's
Don't-
funny?
He cracks
You
it.
know, it'd be like hilarious. Like everyone knows what's happened, and then you come in, everyone's sort of sleeping.
Yeah. What are you handballing there for?
Yeah.
It's already happened.
That's what
After
it's
the fact.
I know.
That's what
I
it.
know,
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
what it.
That's true.
Remember when the games used to be on delay by about half an hour on Channel
Where's
7?
your mic?
Yeah.
Oh, is it in there?
Oh, it's disappeared. No, it's there.
Oh, cool. It kind of fell in your jumper.
And the games used to be
Sorry if I
delayed.
cut off there.
I know. So that's it. Yeah, but that's the way it is, man. That's what footy does to you. That's what footy does to you.
It does.
All right. Let's do a little bit of AFL talk.
Yep. AFL talk.
All right. Have you got
Got a gripe.
Have you got a gripe? Before you got the gripe, we asked for questions, right? And I thought I'll put this one in here. And this one is from Stephen Granger.
Yep, Granger. Yep, Stephen.
Is it Granger?
Yep, Stephen Granger. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
You read it out.
Tassie is a wildly passionate AFL state. Get rid of the Suns and bring in a Tassie team.
All right. That's the question.
Should a Tassie team come in?
Should a Tassie team come in?
Gold
And
Coast?
the Gold Coast, are they a chance of really being... We were saying like North Melbourne were irrelevant, but really the Gold Coast.
Yeah, jeez. Well, they weren't irrelevant to us on the weekend.
No.
Helped us get in the top four.
And they actually, on the weekend and when they
Helped us
bet
get in
us.
the top four.
But Tassie is so like...
And crying out. Well, look, I know it's a completely different sport. Look what they're doing in the NBL.
Yep.
They're in the finals for the NBL.
Yep.
They're screaming out for a team. They will eventually get it. Obviously, it's going to happen.
I don't know how they're going to do it. Like, are they going to... Well, how?
Money.
No, I know, but we got 18. What are you going to have, 19?
Well, they have to, don't
And then have a
Or
buy.
maybe they don't. No, they're never going to dump the Gold Coast or GWS because they've invested too much money into it. It's about markets.
Yeah.
They want to like nail that
But
market
it's
out
just
there.
stupid, man. You're just wasting your time, mate. Like, you're wasting money. It's like just throwing money away. All right, you put the money in, but sometimes you have to count your losses.
You do.
You know, and go, you know what?
Gamble responsibly, of course.
Yeah. You have to walk away from it. You know what I mean? And they don't have to completely disappear. The Tassie Suns, even though that is exactly the opposite of what Tasmania is. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like Brisbane, you know, like with Fitzroy, I mean, I don't know.
It wasn't as...
It's a good question.
Yeah, the businesses weren't run as well as they were now. Well, I say that, you know, it's better than what it is.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think the problem for Gold Coast is that it's just a death pit for teams.
Yep.
Everywhere. Gold Coast United in the A-League's done. Gold Coast Titans...
They're the worst
It's,
because
again,
you go there for a holiday.
It's the Bronx Tale.
It is.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
That's it.
So, look, the Tassie team will come in, whether or not the Gold Coast won't go away because the AFL won't let it. Simple. It's a haven. It's another market for them.
Yeah, I don't know. Another market. It's not bloody working, is it?
Well, they've never made the finals.
They never made the final, but is it working as so far as getting more supporters, you know, building the brand? Is that really working
Well, they
either?
must see something in it.
Nah, they see nothing, mate. They are stubborn.
It's bleeding. It's bleeding the AFL.
They're stubborn and they just don't want to change. That's all. That's all that is, man. That's it. That's it. So anyway, it was a good question. A good question.
It was a good question. I like that.
What about, you said you had something on the agenda.
Now, I'm not going to name him now because he's my banana of the week, right? But the media continually, you know, people, you're supposed to have an understanding of the game if you're a paid journalist, right?
You think
in the
so?
AFL. Like, you're supposed to understand the insights of the game, what to look for, all that sort of stuff, right? Now, this continual, it's not a trial by media. I don't know, maybe they are doing it on purpose. But why are they continually targeting Carlton players with this suspension stuff? Now, Patrick Cripps has come up again.
Yeah, they did again today.
Right. Patrick Cripps has come up again for that tackle on Lachlan Murphy. Apparently, a journalist, who I will name as Banana of the Week eventually, said, should Patrick Cripps be cited for this at the match review panel? I'm like, mate, it's a tackle. It's a tackle. It's a hard tackle. Yep. And the guy goes, the journalist said, you know, but he's had neck surgery in the past. But so what are we going to do? Make it illegal for every single action that occurs in football that turns into an injury? Are we going to make that a suspension? So a guy misses 6 weeks because he's done a shoulder or an elbow because he got tackled, and the bloke has to miss 2 or 3 weeks because he injured the player.
That's right.
Mate, what is this? What is this?
I don't get it, man. Like, with journalists sometimes, man, I just don't get it, man. It's like they're just throwing stuff out there for the sake of throwing
Well, they know
it
they're
out
going to
there.
get a reaction from
And
us,
that's it.
which
So it's pretty much
kind of played into their hands. But
yeah, and it's pretty much not about what's true. It's who's first.
yeah, Sam McClure, Carlton people.
Yeah.
See, he cops a bad rap from people, but I've always liked him. Not just because he's on, and I've said this before, I like him.
Yeah.
I've always liked him.
He's Carlton man too.
And his info is always hot.
Yeah.
His info is very, very rarely ever wrong.
Yeah.
And I can't knock him for that. As a journalist, people might question, you don't go for this story, but that's his job.
Yeah.
To write stories.
No, of course, that is your job, but mate, there has to be some like truth or some merit to your stories. Are you right? Like
Of course
this,
there is.
this sort of stuff, just writing
It's
for the
feeble,
sake
it's
of
petty,
writing.
it's petty shit.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I'll say it's petty shit.
Yeah.
And to the journalist who did it, and as I said, I'll name him. Like, just why?
Yeah.
What for?
Yeah.
It's
No, I agree.
ridiculous.
I
It's
agree.
ridiculous.
I agree. It's becoming a bit of a joke,
It's a
man.
joke.
To tell you the truth, man, I don't even, man, to tell you the truth, I don't even read a lot of that stuff anymore. It makes me sick. I don't watch a lot of the shows anymore. It's just all rubbish, you know what I mean?
We're taking over.
Well, we are taking
This
over.
is taking over.
Like the social media part of it is taking over. Blue Abroad is definitely taking over for the Carlton sense, you know what I mean? But what do you think about the media? Like, do you listen to any of it anymore?
Nah, not really. I mean, we used to watch them like when you used to watch them after the game used to be whatever it was.
Well, that's all there was.
On the couch, 360, this, that.
Yeah.
They used to have all that, but no, I don't think I really watch it. I don't think many people really watch them anymore. Like, I know people even at work that follow football.
I mean, they still
I don't
get a
think
lot
they
of
watch
views
them
because
anymore.
just for the way it is, you know what I mean?
Of course.
You're going to get it. But at the end of the day, I think if we would look at their numbers, they would definitely have to be going down.
Well, we're doing the job that they should have been doing for
That's
years
right.
and years and years.
That's right.
Passion. Go after what you know to be what you think is true. Do the work. Go in. We know Carlton inside out more than any of them.
Yep.
Period.
Yep. And most people want to hear from people like themselves.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct. And I love that Sam actually went on Carlton people and said, mate, I'm
Very
a mad Carlton man.
Yeah.
When the games are on, I go crazy.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. No. I
That's what
like
it's all
him.
about.
And as I said, he used to do a podcast too, Sam, with
Did he?
someone else. Yeah, with a couple of
Okay.
other guys, you know, which I used to like too. So, but he's good value. He's good value. But yeah, as I said, most of them, I really have no interest
Just
in
like
them anymore.
get an understanding. Like these people are paid professionals to comment on the game, writing articles, doing all this stuff. Like understand the game.
Yeah. But there's just too many of them now.
I know.
So they've got to write something and you've got to be the first one out there. And as I said, it doesn't really even matter if it's true anymore. It just matters that you bring it out there. You know what I mean? So they'll get something and they'll run with it regardless.
Correct.
Because I think even like the papers and that, they half the time, they don't even care. Because as long as they get it out there, they've done their job and then they can always retract it or whatever they got to do.
It's
you
like
know?
everyone blaming Sauce for that's why Carlton are no good because his list management strategy was garbage and blah blah blah.
It's easy way out.
But no one has actually. I'm sorry, I'm going to say this. The thing that Pommy and I did, the PPI, when we went back and looked over all his list management stuff, not one person in the media
Has done that.
bothered to go back and look at the way he tried to manufacture the club, the way he tried to build the list and tried to help us out. We were fucked.
Yeah, no.
We were stuffed.
I don't think many don't think that's worth it.
And you know what disappoints me? The way he left the club and the trial by media with him.
Oh, that was the worst.
And the fact that he is not going to, he'll see the fruits of his labour, but he's not going to be there to see the fruits of his labour. Which
And he left with
hurts
a
me
bad
little
taste
bit.
in his mouth, and
Hurts me a
that's
little
wrong
bit.
for it.
It hurts me a little bit.
Yeah, of course it does.
So
Of
anyway,
course it does. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey, listen, we got one of our favourite segments coming up.
our favourite segments.
Let's have a look.
Here we go. Is it this?
Manak na dugo, maghiwalay ang kaluluwa mo sa katawan mo. Hindi na nila ako pwedeng maliitin ulit. Ang brutal na pagpas lang yan ang aking hina.
That bloody clown.
Clown is so scary.
See, I hate it. I can't stand the clown.
I think clowns are scary.
All
You're
clowns.
like, see, my old man has a phobia
Yeah,
of
I think all
clowns.
clowns are scary.
It is.
I don't know how he's dealt with
it's
me
a
for
real
28 years then.
Yeah, I know. That's it. But it's a real phobia.
It is. I
Clowns.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
Some people
Even
hate
though they
them.
should be like a happy thing,
Yeah.
because you want a
But they're
clown
wearing
that
that
gives birth to
makeup,
them.
you know, behind the makeup. They're
Yeah.
always happy. And
And
then you had
think
like
of,
the whole.
the Joker and like.
Well,
that.
the Joker before that, you had like, was it It?
It. Oh
Yeah.
God. Jesus.
So that really
What was
scared
that?
a lot of people. Yeah. So that's it. Or and as like when we were kids, right?
Yes.
We weren't scared of clowns because we had Bozo the Clown. It was
There you
simple.
go, yeah, there you go.
Bozo the Clown.
There it is.
Everyone knows Bozo the Clown. Anyone that watches Seinfeld will know
Yeah.
that Bozo the
What a show.
Clown.
Oh
You're
my
living in the past, man.
What a show. What a show.
So for Mars's Malocchio, what we're going to do?
The great
is-
man's not here.
The great man's not here. So what
I've
we
got to
said we
lay
were
this
going to
down.
do this.
Okay.
So let's explain what the Malocchio is.
So Malocchio is evil eye.
The evil eye.
Mal, which is sick, bad,
Bad.
and occhio is eye.
Eye.
Makes sense.
So the Italians believe that
you can get rid of it.
no, but not only can you get rid of it. See, the funny thing is this: you're wondering how do you get the evil eye?
That's correct.
Right? And it's not what you think. It's not by someone thinking bad of you. It's someone thinking good of you. So if someone is like jealous of you, you get the evil eye, and then bad luck will come upon you.
Correct.
This is the mentality of the Italians, right? So because of that, right, I'm going to carry a horn in my car. I'm going to carry the corny all over the house. I'm going to wear the necklace. I've got to do that every time someone looks at me. Man, they've ruined me.
See, I'm the set shot corny.
Oh, yeah, do
I'm
that?
that one. Like when the opposition has a set shot, I do that.
See? It comes through the
I
corny.
do that. I
You
do
know
that.
what that? You know why that is used?
Why is that used?
Why that's to stop the Malocchio?
I
'Cause
don't
that
actually know exactly
stops
why
it.
that stops it.
Because you give me the Malocchio and it goes back towards
there
you.
go.
Done.
There you go.
So what we're going to do is...
So this week, Mars said, well, we did say, Mitch.
Mitch, my God. He's got the Malocchio, mate.
He's got it.
I'm telling you,
Like
mate.
bad. Remember, you said it happens like when the goodies hat. See,
Yeah.
and this is a great saying. The devil doesn't appear when you're doing bad things. Because he's like, he's doing my work for me.
That's
the
right.
devil only appears when you're doing good things.
And what happened the first 2 rounds?
He was doing good things, and the diavolo came out of nowhere and said, look, your hamstring, sorry, mate, you're
Done.
gone.
And then they said, all right, we'll give you a little bit of go. And then they said, oh, you know what? Another hamstring, out for 3 months. So now we're here to repair this.
Correct.
So we're going to do
I'll
the
just give you one of those.
First the one of those,
That's
the
it.
Malocchio.
Now, have you got the oil?
Underneath.
Underneath? Oh, we're here. Oh, yes. Lovely.
All right, so this is what we got to do.
So this is specially from Nonna. So you've got to get. She said this is the Calabrese style.
That water just quietly was blessed. Was blessed.
Now what you've got to do is it's 4. This is a Calabrese style, the way
Yep.
she does it. So it's 4. It's in and 4 for the points of. She said it's for the points of the cross.
That's right.
So
You got to put 4 things in there.
1. You got to go again. 2. 3. Now, the bigger it is, the bigger the Malocchio is. That's the saying, yeah.
I tell you what, that one there's huge.
Okay, so the 4 are in. Now get the serviette and wipe it off.
Now what we're going to do is, can you take a photo of it?
We can
So we can put it up there.
We can take a photo of it.
Because
yeah.
everyone can't see.
We'll get a photo of it. What, do we want a photo of this or a photo of Mitch?
Photo of that.
Oh, yes.
So we can see what's going on
We'll
here.
take a photo of it.
Now, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that.
There's some sort of like olive oil. There's like some sort of, you can see that, you can probably see the dots. They're coming. Whoa, that's a big one there.
That's huge,
Wow.
man. Oh my, that's huge,
Whoa,
man. That's a
wow.
Malocchio.
Look at the little ones. 1, 2, 3. Look at that one.
That was the last one.
Look at that.
That's the last one. Someone
Massive.
really gave him a compliment.
That's huge.
Now what happens is if they join together.
Look at them. They're actually completely
Need the
separated.
rosary beads?
All right. So now we get this.
Just say a prayer
Yeah,
for him.
Nonna gave-
That's a really nice.
Did Nonna give you those?
Yeah, these are from Nonna.
Yeah.
You know, it would be nice too. I know we
It's
don't
got
have it,
Ubaba Francesco. And he's doing that.
So Mitch, be gone the evil eye. May the Lord bless you. We hope that you don't have any more hamstring injuries. We hope that you don't have any more injuries. We hope this is the last of the injuries. May the evil eye be gone from your soul.
Yes, and may the evil eye go to the person that gave it to you.
Correct.
So the next person that gets injured, right?
They've got your evil eye.
He's got the evil eye. In the name of the Father, the
Son,
Son,
Holy
and the Holy
Spirit.
Spirit.
Amen.
Let's fix it up.
Maybe it's Jack Martin next.
Just quietly, we might have to do this a few times because quietly, yeah.
There we go.
There you go. We
So-
have just cured Mitch
Mitch
McGovern.
McGovern.
In 3 months' time, will come back and never get injured again.
Correct. Don't worry about Andrew Russell's rehab. We would just
That's
rehab
it.
him
That's
for
the
the
way
rest
we
of his
do it.
life.
That's the way we fix up.
Imagine he
things,
did that. Imagine he'd come in. Look, Mitch, you know, the boys are here. You know, we found a new technique. Here we go.
Let's do it. I reckon Mitch would go, you know what? Let's
do it.
Let's do it. There's
Don't worry
nothing
about
else
your
to do.
treatment in Germany. So that's that.
That's the Malak, your mate. And listen, if anyone else, like having a bit of bad luck, send us a message. We'll get rid of it for you.
I couldn't believe how big that one was.
No, that was huge.
It was massive.
I'm telling you, he had,
You see it?
he had such a curse on him. And because you used the same dots, and it went like that. So there's such a curse. You know who it
mate.
could be?
Who?
Might be his brother, the prick.
No, well, could be.
Could be his brother. He's going, what?
Well,
what
they
do you
always
mean?"
say it's always ones that you least expect.
Bloody smart ass. All right. All right. We fix everything here. Hey, listen. This is one of our favourites.
This is actually one of our
This is
favourites.
all right. Let's put it up there.
Bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs.
Did you used to like Bananas in Pyjamas?
Yeah, it was one of the ones I
Who was your
watched.
favourite?
Goat show.
Like B1
Kids.
or B2.
No, kids
Oh.
show.
My favourite kids show, Barney. The
Barney.
purple dinosaur.
Got no
He
idea.
was
Barney
like
the purple dinosaur.
the love of what a great dinosaur.
You got no idea how
My
much I love
favourite.
it.
My favourite. I loved Bananas in Pyjamas.
Yeah.
I'm a rat. I'm a rat. I'm a very clever rat.
Yeah, that's right.
But I love the Wiggles.
Oh, did ya?
Love the Wiggles.
Wow.
Wiggles OG. Like
Too
goat.
much happiness. It's
You reckon?
like enough.
No, it's good.
It's a card. Like
She's got the Malocchio on her
I
now.
can't. But like Barney was honest, that was the best. Like, and I used to watch that. Like I broke the video player. 'Cause I used to put it and
So we said
pause
video
and
player.
rewind.
So even at like
I love
2
it.
or 3 years old, she used to be in a room just watch it, and all she knew how to do, because those days there wasn't like here, she could push rewind and then
Yeah.
play, and that's all she knew. And she did it that much that she broke the
I
buttons.
broke the buttons and I couldn't do it. And Barney, I don't know if anyone watched Barney, but he used to come to life.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go. See?
Dad bought me the toy.
So those days that
On my bed, and I shit myself because I was really scared that he was actually going to come to life. And
because
I
he would
couldn't.
sit there and he'd get big.
And that was quite scary. But
You
he
got
was
scared
the
of it.
best, yeah.
Hey, you know, because those days they couldn't find Barney.
No,
You know what I had to
couldn't.
go through to get that Barney?
Yeah.
Anyway, Banana is proudly sponsored by
Marino Bros.
Yes.
Man, you spend $60. If you order before midnight, it'll be there for you the day
100%.
after.
You
Delivery.
going
Marino
to get your
Bros.
fruit and veg there?
Of course. Where
Of
else would I
course,
go get
man.
my food
That's
and
the
veg?
best, man. I'm
My
telling
apples,
you.
my apple's waiting there. In
The
this
apples, it's coming, it's coming. So we're going to get this one in. So I'm going to give a mine a banana, first of all.
Yep.
So we're at the game today, right?
We were at the game today. Yes, yes.
So at quarter time, they decide to have a little bit of a competition, yeah?
As they usually do. Yes, that's correct.
So they get a little kid out there. It was great, you know, and they sit him
Fantastic.
in a goal square.
Good on him.
And they go to him, listen, we'll get the little competition, you've got to take a mark. Every time you take a mark, we'll give you $20, you know? Everyone's raps. He's sitting there and he took like about 4 marks.
Mate, and they were kicking him high too.
Yeah, no, he
Mate,
did all right.
Good on him.
He did
the
all
young
right.
man.
And then they said, if you kick it through the goal, we'll give you another 100. You know, so he kicks it through the goal, $180. You think this is grouse, man. The kid's going to be rasped, huh? What's he going to do? He's going to get his money. He's going to go probably to the Carlton shop.
Yep.
Get a top.
Yep. Toys R Us, maybe, if they're still going.
Mate, he's 10 years old. He's stoked.
Yep.
So they give him the voucher, $180 voucher to CUB.
Come on. Like,
come on, guys, man. What are you doing, mate? Like, seriously, like the kid really has won nothing. Zero. Like, all right, he got on the ground, but he won nothing. Like, he hands it over to his parents, the Brian Gone, right? And they're going to go and buy like 4 slabs of VB. That's all that was going to happen that
you know,
day.
it's funny. They kept saying, "Oh, you know, yeah, you can take mum, you can take mum,
Yeah, I
you
know.
can take mum," like I try to get away from it.
Yeah.
Well, why'd they bring
Take
you
mum
for?
to what? Oh, I want toys, mate. I'm 10 years old. So that's the first one.
Give him
Banana.
$180.
Oh, you got 2.
Yeah, no.
Oh shit.
Well, have a look at this one. Can you show everyone this one?
Absolutely, we can. Let's have a look.
Can everyone see that list?
Oh, Mick.
Mick Maguire.
Come on,
I'm glad you came to Carlton and you had to wear that shit top. Because seriously, mate, did you just put up this list? Now look where Charlie and McKay are, 7 and 9. I'm surprised McKay even made the top 10.
Mate,
Isn't he the Coleman medalist?
He's the Coleman medalist.
The reigning Coleman medalist.
Reigning Coleman medalist.
At the moment, he's probably top 3.
Yep.
Charlie's probably in the top 2 the way he's going. Who are these? Max King is not even playing. Joe Danaher, he's only had a couple of good games this year. Before he's a banana. Tom Hawkins, I can understand, but you're not putting him in front of McKay at the moment.
I'm sorry, you're not.
You're not putting any of these on. Who's Aaron Norton? He just made 10 on top of. Come on, below Harry.
There's no way you can put. I'm sorry, you cannot put.
Taylor Walker.
No, you cannot put Jeremy Cameron ahead of Harry Mackay. That's just ridiculous.
He's a banana, man. That is, I'm telling you, you are a true banana, man. I'm telling you what, man. I don't know what to say about this, man. Seriously. And you play 3 games for Carlton. Shit house.
Shame, shame, shame. Mine, yeah. Banana of the week. The journalist aforementioned.
Who was it?
Mitch Cleary.
Come on, mate.
Terrible. He's the one who tweeted the Patrick Cripps tackle and said, should he be cited for this? And then he tried to wiggle his way around it by saying, oh, for those, before you go crazy, I don't think he should be cited for it. Well, then why are you bringing it up?
No, why are you bringing it up? Because it's that typical, just bring up the story. It doesn't matter if it's got any merit.
You don't bring up that Charlie's come back off 2
Thank you.
serious knee injuries. He's kicked 6 goals. Unbelievable.
Yeah, kick like 23
You don't bring
goals
up Harry's
over.
playing with 1 knee.
Yeah.
He's kicked 3 goals again. He's
You don't
there
bring
in the
up
Coleman.
Cripps is like
Cripps
Brownlow
is
favourite.
Cripps, well, he did say Brownlow favourite, Patrick Cripps.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, well, yeah, thanks. Cheers. You got a banana?
Yeah, all right.
There's always a banana.
I didn't have much really long to think about it, but my banana was that like a week ago.
Ooh.
I went to the Robbie Williams concert.
A retrospective banana of the week.
Yeah, right? Because
lucky you come on the show, because it must have been building up.
I must say, I love Robbie
it
Williams.
actually it frustrated me so much.
He's a gun.
Who?
Robbie. I love Robbie Williams.
Oh, I love Robbie Williams. Best concert. He was so good. He was amazing.
Let Me Entertain You? I love that song, man. I pumped that, man.
He's just amazing. But he's not my banana, though. My banana is after the show. We're waiting in line, me and Mum waiting for a taxi. And we were waiting there for ages. Anyway, and we just won. We played that night.
Oh, yes, I did see, because he put the...
because we
had put the scores. He
Yeah,
did put
yeah.
the scores,
Right,
yes.
which lucky he said the scores because we had no reception. So
There you
he's lucky
go,
he told
there
us
you
the
go.
scores.
Yeah.
But anyway, we won. Anyway, so we're waiting in line for a taxi. Anyway, and this kid rode past on his scooter. This electric scooter.
Oh,
right?
those ones that...
Honestly, I really wish he had just tripped over at this point. But he rode past on his scooter. He had a Carlton beanie on. So me and Mum thinking, oh yeah, we screamed out, go the Blues, right? And he turns around to us, and I was real taken back and a bit I actually hope you fall off your scooter. What a piece of shit. He turns around and he goes, nah, fuck him, go the Pies. And I just looked at him and I went, what the fuck? Why are you wearing first of all, why are you wearing the beanie for? Even if you are a Collingwood supporter, right? That's really your personal problem. Fine, whatever.
Correct.
But don't wear the beanie, right? Just shut up. What the fuck? The fuck? Oh,
That is strange.
I was actually so upset. I was like, who let you out of the house?
Correct.
Why?
Does he even have
Where
a
are
house?
your parents?
You have a house there.
Why? I think it was just more of a why are you wearing the beanie? Or you know what, just don't say anything back. The fact that you turned around and said it
Why would he
was
wear it?
worse. So,
Why would you
here's
hate Carlton
my-
that much and wear the beanie?
yeah.
Maybe he lost the dare.
So here's my banana.
All right, love it. Good
You
banana
sure?
of the week. Proudly brought to you by Marino.
Hey,
Yeah.
you sure it wasn't
What?
fucking Luke?
Who?
Who's Luke?
Who's Luke?
Luke. Oh, Swoop Luke.
Swoop Luke. I was trying to be. Sure it wasn't Swoop Luke.
No, I
He's
don't
the
think
big Collingwood supporter. He does his own channel there.
Oh,
I reckon it was It sounds like something.
He's batting both sides of the fence.
Or I think Amber Heard could maybe be banana of every week. At the
Oh,
moment.
yes. Well, she
Who?
got it.
Johnny Depp's ex-wife. She could be every week. If you don't have a banana of the week, she
Actually,
could be.
do you know those?
I love
you
it.
know those like.
And I've actually got something in another segment.
She's
I don't
about
know.
that.
I hope I'm not going to ruin this.
No,
but
no, no.
You know, like when they put like 6 pictures of something up, and you have to guess the song, like by like what it is, and it was like, the song was like "Take Me Home, Country Road," and it was "Take Me." It was like "Take Me Home." Those were the first 3 images. Then the 4th one was Amber Heard, "Take Me Home, Road."
I love it.
It was her image, then a tree, then a road.
Yeah, that's it.
You can. I don't want to say the word. You know the word I'm thinking about.
Starts with C, ends with T.
Correct.
And I think the best one I've seen
Cot.
was when she.
Yeah. Take me home, hot.
I think the best one I've seen was when every time I watch it, I laugh. She says, "Oh, I think he was like using cocaine. He had a jar, and Johnny Depp turns to his own and he goes, a jar. And then it's a scene from Pirates of the Caribbean. He's like, I've got a jar of dirt. I'm like, does she watch the movies before she comes and then uses stuff from there? Like, she's the
Man,
worst.
I've never done this before. I'm addicted to the
He's like
court
watching
case.
the court
I watch the whole court case. Like I sit there watching it. Objection! I'm sitting there going, objection! You can't say that. Why haven't you objected? You can't talk about it.
Remember, I don't know if you remember, mate, we got way off topic here, but you remember the movie Flight with Denzel Washington?
Yeah.
And he was in like the hearing that he had to undertake for the
that's
crash.
That's right. Yeah.
And like he admitted that he was drunk on the plane and everything.
That's right.
And one of his lawyers or his representatives, right, goes, I object. And the bloke goes, this is not a court of law. He goes, well, I object anyway.
Well, that's how that is.
Every time she says something, that's what it's like. I tell you, she's the worst.
Mate, it's the best.
But we
man.
digress.
I love it. I
digress.
really do, man. I love it, man. This is like the best thing that's happened, mate. Like I seriously watch like 6 hours a day of it.
It's madness.
All right, banana of the week. That was good. That was good. All right. Hey, listen.
Back into the footy vibe.
Let's go back to footy vibe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Hey, everyone loves a big mark, eh?
Oh, I love big
All right,
marks.
let's have a look at this.
Mark of the Day is brought to you by Nissan, who proudly present $100 to the World of Sport Mark of the Day. And at the end of season 84, a sensational Nissan Bluebird TRX. Only if you're ready for the World of Sport Mark of the Year.
And let's have a look at some marks now. Firstly from Hawthorn, Michael Tuck. Now Jim Jess of Richmond.
He's got the mark. And there's jumping Jimmy Jess. Falls a bit
Michael
short.
Roach of Richmond.
Got his hands, but he's got the mark. Great mark to Roach. Kennedy
For Hawthorn,
and
Robert
Russell
Dippier
puts it up
Domenico.
towards the half-forward line. Dippy does it with the one hand. Kickers up
Still
there
with
towards
Hawthorn,
Jimmy
Chris
Jess, but
Mew.
There he is, the ever-reliable Mew. Line of
His
defence, the
teammate
kick from
Peter
Morris.
Curran.
Down towards centre pick. Geez, playing a game and a half. Peter Curran got past.
Richmond's John
Well, it's a
Manton.
dangerous one, but Manton's grabbed it.
To Windy Hill, Paul van der Haar. Fitzroy's Gary Pert.
Good mark. Lovely mark to Gary Pert. Pert from behind.
Second one from Gary Pert.
Mark to Gary Pert.
Michael Reeves of Fitzroy.
Lovely mark to Reeves. Hasn't done a bad job, Jack. Hooks it back
Simon
towards
Madden
full forward position.
of Essendon.
And a mark should have been paid to Madden. Yes, it will be. Kicks it
And
up
Michael
high.
Reeves of
Moves it to the
Fitzroy.
road instead of being in that pack and over the back. A great mark taken by
Heading up
Michael
our
Reeves.
panel, Lou Richards. Gentlemen?
Not the greatest mark in the world, Bob Davis, but what did you think about the marks there tonight?
Well, I thought they were some excellent marks, Lou, and the ones that I picked out were Dippier Domenico, Curran, van der Haar, Pert, but the last one of Reeves I thought was magnificent.
And you, the gentle giant in your white boots, who do you think was the best mark?
Well, I had Michael Tuck and John Manton from Richmond, but I did think Reeves' second mark for Fitzroy was by far the best.
Well,
Who did
once
you think?
again, Sam, you are right, and so are you, Bob. Michael Reeves is our mark of the day, and of course, it was a sensational mark, and he wins the prize from Nissan. Now we see Michael Reeves in action, coming at the back of the pack, eyes on the ball, falls to the ground heavily, but that's a great mark, and of course, Michael Reeves will be very proud of that one.
He had such a distinctive voice, Lou Richards.
Oh, yeah. He was a star,
Such
man.
a distinctive voice. Love
He
him.
was a star. And you saw him at the start when we showed him at the start.
Love him.
He's like, mate, he was small.
I know.
And his shorts were like, I don't know if he was wearing long
Eddie
shorts
Betts.
or short pants. I don't know what he was wearing. But he was a good player.
He was.
Apparently he was a good
caller as
player.
well.
I used to watch him every week.
You little mongrel Marku.
Yeah, that's right, you little Wangaraku. That's it. All right, that was good. Hey, listen.
Another one of our favourites coming up. Is this?
One of our favourites coming up. All right, so this is Talking Blue.
It is Talking Blue with Vince and Rocco, or is it
All right.
Rocco and Vince now? What's the?
No, we're the same.
It's
so-
it's
Yeah,
interchangeable.
yeah.
You
Vince
can
and Rocco
change it up.
with Talking Blue. Now, this week,
Yes.
we are going to play GWS.
We are going to play GWS. That's correct.
So we didn't cover a GWS game.
Oh, why?
Because first of all, there wasn't that many good ones, and second of all, this should be my rant. AFL, even the games from 2012 was the first game. It's copyrighted. Like why? What are you going to get? Like $1 because they're going to show some highlights of the thing? It was ridiculous. So we went back.
Yes.
And we showed the game, Carlton and Essendon.
Ooh.
All right, and it was a rip snorter. So everyone have a look at this.
We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets them down. We're the only team old Carlton knows.
All right, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Talking Blue with Rich Losasano. How you going, mate?
Rocco, nice of you to join me in my part of
This
the world.
is your part of the world now.
Beautiful
This is-
Strathmore up in the northern suburbs.
Mate, this is a
right next
top-
door to that other suburb that you
We
probably don't approve of.
Well, this is why
Essendon.
This is why we're going to be doing this game, because we're in their disgusting territory here.
Hey, it's a beautiful part of Melbourne.
No, it's a beautiful part, and plus you need like $8 million just to move in here.
I don't think so, not that much. Maybe
you, mate,
two.
It's the next thing. Hey, every player we've interviewed recent time, they all live up here.
A lot of Carlton people.
A lot of
live around
Carlton players,
the
they took their money and then they come and bought houses here. They're unbelievable. You know, like even Williams.
Yes, Greg Williams had a house in Essendon.
No, not Greg.
Oh, which one?
Who we got now?
Oh, Zach Williams.
Oh, Zach Williams.
He's in Escobal, I think.
He just took $8 million off Carlton and bought 3 houses here. McGovern bought another 5 houses here with all his money because he's doing nothing at the moment anyway. So he's now
I
real
was
estate.
going back to the golden era
back
where,
in the old golden
because of course Stephen Kernahan lives in Essendon, and so does Adrian Gleeson.
No,
and
there's a few.
few others.
Anyway, so while we're here, we'll talk about the filthy club, and it was a game in 1986.
Yes, this was at a time when Anzac Day was actually
Our
open
day.
to
It was
the
our day.
AFL or the VFL at that time to assign any teams. And Carlton played Essendon on Anzac Day back in 1986.
Round 5, 1986. It was at a venue.
Yes.
Right, where you needed a passport to get there, remember? You had to leave the day before to go
Waverley.
to VFL Park, and you had to dress in your snow gear to go and see the place. I'm telling you, this place here was...
Arctic Park, they call it.
And if you lost, driving home for like 2 hours listening to the radio was torture. But anyway, this day...
And you had to wear mittens and gloves just to sort of keep...
Have I told you a story when I lost my car? I forgot where I parked. I had to wait for that car park to empty. It was 3 hours later I found my car, and this is a true story.
That's if it hadn't been pinched.
Yeah, no, that's
Anyway.
right. Anyway, this game here. So let's have a look at this
It's
game.
a great game, this game. It was a really big blockbuster game on Anzac Day.
Let's
and
have a
we're
look
gonna
at
have
it.
some highlights.
Let's have a look at it. All right.
Here we go. And look, there's a young 22-year-old Peter Motley.
Look at his
number 2. What a
mate,
player
if you
he
watch
was.
him, look at this. Look at Harry Madden, man.
Yes.
He only weighs about 40 kilos. There.
You
Look
can,
how
see,
skinny
you
he
can
is.
even see the players have got, a lot of them have got the long sleeve Guernseys.
Yeah,
Even Dooley had a
look
long
at
sleeve
Dooley.
Guernsey. Look at him. It must have been a cold day out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's
He
John Dorotich in his
he had,
first
he
year
had a
for
good
Carlton.
game this year. This game. Look at
His
him, picks it
first
back
year
up.
for Carlton.
Look at this.
Peter Rowe.
Peter Rowe, yeah.
Wayne
And as you
Blackwell.
can-
Brad Shine. All
Brad
of these
Shine,
players.
yeah, Brad Shine, here he is.
There's McClure with
There's
hair.
McClure, look at him. And you can see the highlights.
Beautiful blonde hair. Oh, look at that. Stephen Kernahan.
Sticks in his first year at the Blues. Look at him. What a
No,
specimen
free
of
kick
a
paid
man.
to someone else.
Yeah, cheats already.
Oh, well, it was Motley.
No, it was us. It was Motley. That's right, he did.
There's
he
young
took the
Peter
mark in
Motley.
front.
Jeez, it's amazing.
Look at him,
what
man,
he's
and he
doing.
looks like, man, he looks
like a movie star, doesn't he?
man, I'm telling you.
Beautiful blonde hair.
You'll never know, but they kept saying he was the best of the lot. Look at this kick now.
Yes.
Look at this. There's no. Look at this. Straight.
It was a windy day, straight through the middle.
No round the corner kicks here, mate.
No.
No round the corner. Straight down the line. Straight down the line.
Great goal. McClure
Look
was
at
the
the
captain.
crowd. Look at the
McClure
crowd.
was the captain. This is the only year
Yeah,
that Mark
that's right.
McClure was
Mark
captain of
McClure
the
was
side.
captain, 100%, man.
So that's the first goal of the game to Peter Motley.
And you can see it. And these days, the highlights, they would just show bits and pieces. They don't even lead to anything, but they just showed something.
Yeah, that's right.
Right,
There's Brad Shine again.
He actually had a good game, Brad Shine,
Yeah.
that day.
He did. Spiro Kukamillis.
Spiro Kukamillis, hey. He's a
Yeah.
legend of the jumper punch, and he's on there. Look at him.
That's right.
Here we go. Watch this.
Essendon going forward this
Essendon
time.
going forward, and who
John
is-
Dorotich
you watch-
again.
These blokes are like machines.
By the way, he just recently turned 60. Can you
Unbelievable.
believe that?
Here we go. Oh,
Tommy
Alvin.
Alvin.
Look at this.
And there's a full forward that not a lot of people
Nah.
remember, but his name
I
was
bet-
Peter Kenny. He actually
Yeah.
played pretty well
Yeah, so
for the games that he played for
there's
Carlton.
a bit of a trivia thing, man. How many people know Peter Kenny? That's it.
Well, they did. They played him at full forward, and he did a reasonable job.
Yeah, no, that's it. And you can see here, look at this now. If this was Kerno or McKay, he'd be starting on the pocket before he took that kick.
Straight through the middle.
Straight through the middle. Look at this. And I love the signage around. Look at this. Foster's.
Foster's Lager, beer.
Winfield.
Cigarettes.
Look at this. Foster's.
There's Tommy
Winfield.
Alvin over to Brucey Dool. The two long-haired players.
Look at this, man. Look at the umpires.
Have a look at the crowd there in the background.
This is grouse, man. I'm telling you, it was
Back
an
to the rafters.
experience
It was
going
a
out
big
there.
game. It was a big crowd that day. Huge crowd. It was a big game between Carlton and Essendon. Essendon, don't forget, had won the previous two premierships in 84 and 85.
And they'd also won like 12 or 13 in a row at this point. So they
And
were.
Carlton, of course, were the team on the up with the new recruits from South
Hey, look at
Australia.
this. Paul Meldrum, man.
Yeah,
He had
with the
another
long
good
sleeves.
game, mate. I'm telling you, this bloke was good.
Have a look at that. Bit of skill.
Here he goes. Off he goes again. Look at this. There he goes. That gets, off you go.
And again.
Look at he picks it up.
Great play.
Oh,
That's skill. So the ball's coming up to the Essendon forward line, and Dorotich was great at punching the ball away. If there was a Golden Fist award back then, he would have won it.
Yeah, look at this.
For sure. There's Peter Road, number
Peter
41.
Road, yeah.
Very good player for Carlton back in those
Road
days.
was a good play, mate. This was a champion side, mate. There was, I don't think there was
Well, we
any
made
bad
the
play.
grand final this year.
Here he goes. Molly again.
There's Molly again.
Not
All of those Billy Idol looks of his
What did we
and
just say,
hairstyle.
Molly? No, that was Meldrum. That was Meldrum.
Yes.
Oh, look at Dool. Punch at the ball, man. I
Yeah.
love it, mate.
Another one that used to punch the ball away a lot.
That's it. He used to
There's
sometimes.
Corkamillis in the middle.
Corkamillis. Dool used to sometimes get like 4 possessions and be best on ground.
Oh, there's Peter Kenny. Look at that. Unbelievable.
He's up.
lead.
Didn't pay it.
So
15
at this
point, I
stage,
think.
Carlton's leading by 15 points. There's a guy called Mark Williams. Now,
Mark
that's not
Williams.
Choco Williams.
Yeah, there
but
was two. There was another.
He wore
Mark
number
Williams.
39 for
Here we
Carlton.
go. He was everywhere. He had a fantastic year, man. Paul Meldrum
He
that
did.
year. He almost won the Brownlow.
think you'll find that might have been 87. Where he had
87,
a lot of votes.
and then he got injured, didn't he?
Well, what happened is that he was in that incident with Peter Motley when Peter Motley had that car accident. It really affected Motley at that stage.
Look at Bruce Dahl.
Look at
You know what I found out today? Bruce Dahl used to train in full gear. Train the way you play, mate.
He's a serious footballer.
Look at this, Ashman. You got the Dominator.
You
got
know what
Motley.
we had in '86? There was like a blend between the old and the new.
It was perfect.
And after '86, when we lost the grand final, a lot of those older players were moved on. A lot of them to St Kilda, funnily enough. And then, of course, the injection of guys like Nailey really helped the side. Bless you, Rocco.
Thank you. Look at this.
Kenny Hunter. What a player. What a player Kenny Hunter was.
Look at the marks he took.
He could play back. He could play forward.
Well, in the later years, he went up forward a lot, didn't he?
He did.
He kicked a lot of goals up forward. I remember a game against Sydney, which we might do one day, where he kicked like 5 in the forward line. So
why don't we do that?
Look at
And there he is,
again,
straight through the middle.
Man. Look at this. Look at the goal. I
That
love
was
the
what they
hats.
called the Wellington. No, was that the Wellington? Yeah, the Wellington Road end.
Yeah.
And I think you'll find the police road end was on the right hand side.
So again, with Meldrum, he was everywhere that day.
He was. A little bit of sunshine.
A little bit of sunshine. Here we go.
There's number 19. That was Rowan Burke back in those days.
But Rowan Burke, that's a name.
Yes. Son of former
Who's that?
Carlton
The
player
Dominator.
Rowan Burke.
They were so good they showed
Over
it
to
twice.
Ashman.
Listen,
And McClure was just pointing to where the ball was going, and it was straight through the middle.
I'm telling you, Ashman, mate, you talk about a champion, mate, Ashman.
He was a
Look at this. I love Tommy.
Tommy Alvin? Yes. And from memory, Tommy kicks a beautiful goal up the other end at some point this game.
He does. I think he might even kick the winning goal or the finishing goal, the last goal. He might.
Yeah, he had the long sleeves on that day too.
Yeah, it was a bell of Fred the dead eye that day. I'm telling you, mate.
Dorotich.
What do you think they
always
called it?
falling over.
Arctic Park, man. I'm telling you, the place was freezing.
There's Glenn Hawker for Essendon. Did you know he eventually came to Carlton?
Did he?
3 years later, he was a Carlton player.
Really? How much did
In
he play?
89 and 90, I think. I think he might have played 20 games, maybe.
There you go. Look at the hair.
But he was a champion at Essendon, but I think we got him when his best football was behind him.
Here we go. Watch this. Watch this. This is a good bit of play here.
That's Wayne Blackwell. That
Blackwell.
fantastic player from WA,
Another player,
Blackwell.
man.
Really disappointed that he was
Just keep
injured for
rolling
the
up
87
top.
premiership.
Yeah, that's right. He was too.
There's Motley again,
Look at
number
Motley,
2.
mate. Look at him. Look at him go. Watch this now. Watch this.
Ah,
Gets
the foot to the ball. And it went a fair way too, just quietly. Look
Here
at
we go.
McClure.
Bit of a
The
flick.
little back
Look
kick
at
back
this.
to Kenny Hunter.
On his favourite foot.
Beautiful.
The goal, mate. I love
What
it.
great memories these are of the Blues in action back
Yeah, you
in
can
the
see
days.
now we've hit the front by 13 points.
Yeah.
It was low scoring,
Oh,
but
there's
it was
another good
a
mark.
tense
Shine.
game. I actually remember this game.
Yeah. It was a big game on Anzac Day.
Here we go.
There's
Look at
Ashman.
Ashman. As I said, like the highlight stages decide. We'll stop them here.
That's
Here we
all right.
go. Watch this. Watch
There's
this. I
Bomber
reckon.
Thompson. Oh, he's got him by the shorts.
Thompson. Too slow, mate.
Actually got him by the shorts and stopped him in his tracks.
He was a good
He had
player.
that helmet on all the time, Ashman.
No, Ashman. He ended up finishing
He had a
up
lot
with
of
the helmet.
concussions back then. There's Tommy Alvin.
Tommy Alvin. Mate, he was a good player.
And guess who
Tommy.
number 6 is?
Who's number 6?
Neil Danaher. Isn't that
Could
Neil
be. I
Danaher?
think it was. Oh, look at this. Look at it. One
Is he
way.
still playing in
Kicks it.
1986?
Who gets it? Ashford. Look at this. One way. Thank you very much for
look at
coming
that.
here, mate.
That's
Right,
called
right,
selling
right.
candy. Oh, what a goal.
How could he
What
get
a
rolled?
goal by Rod Ashman.
Look at this.
Seriously,
Yes,
if you
that's
want to know what a rover is all about, watch highlights of Rod Ashman.
He was a star, man. He
What a
was
great
star.
player. And of course, a
Here we
member
go,
of the
another
team
mark.
of the century.
Yeah, he was a team of the century. I actually worked with Rod Ashman for a...
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
A few years. He used to work at Busy Boy. He was a
Okay.
rep there.
A lot of Carlton players were,
Wow.
were employees.
Yeah, that's true too.
Busy
They
boy.
used to walk around doing nothing. I used to see them.
Yes. There's Johnson
Well,
again.
Harms is still there.
Yes.
Look at Dorothy Duran. Look at the strength of him. Shut up.
Yes.
Ball's mine.
Too good.
You can't get me.
Too good.
Free
Look at that,
kick,
just a
free
little-
kick, free. Oh, love it. Free
There's a
kick.
very young Peter Dean.
Yes, there's the young,
Number
there's the
35.
very young Peter Dean.
Yeah.
Oh, here
There's
he is.
Motley. Look at
him,
this.
Motley. Look at this.
Oh, look.
Hey, come on.
No, that should have been holding the ball, shouldn't it?
He got away with that one there.
And look at McClure.
Look at
Strong
McClure.
as an ox.
Watch this, watch
Dodges
this.
around, weaves around. Look at McClure go.
Thank you, good cover.
Post high.
He would have loved that. They would have
Great
celebrated
goal.
that night there.
The skipper of the day, of
No,
course.
he was a skipper, so that was huge.
Real leader.
I think that could have been. Was that the winning goal? I think there might be one more.
I think there's one more. I still get to see that goal from Tommy Alvin. I'll never forget it.
I reckon it's coming.
I think Bradley might have hand passed
I
it to him
reckon
from
it's
memory.
him. Yeah, I reckon it's here. Look
But
at him.
anyway, it was, at this stage, we're only seeing the Carlton goals, of course.
Yeah, no, that's all we want to see. We don't see
That's
the
right.
rubbish from them.
But I still think we're a good 2 or 3 goals in front at this stage.
Yeah,
Here we go. There's Bradley. Look at him screaming
Oh,
down
watch
the
this,
ground.
watch this, watch this. He draws in the player. Watch this. He draws him in. Bang!
Passes
Oh,
to Tommy. Bingo!
Look at that. Nice.
And that is the sealer.
When they used to kick goals too, mate, they were goals, mate. They were massive goals.
Oh,
mate.
great goals.
Look at this, 71 to 55. I think that
That's
was it.
pretty much it.
Look at just that little.
Look at the Carlton cheers. Well, that looks like the cheer squad there.
No, that was a cheer squad.
Out in the
Yes.
stands back then.
Yeah, no, what a game. What a venue.
What a fantastic game it was.
No, listen, man, that was
So
really
Carlton did have some success
yeah,
on Anzac Day.
No, and it used to be ours, man. It used to be ours on the Anzac Day.
Well, of course, the Essendon Collingwood thing started, I think, in 95, the same year as our premiership.
And it was a draw.
It was a draw. But, in fact, there was another famous Carlton encounter on Anzac Day, I think 2 years earlier, it might have been, in 84, when we played Collingwood. And a full forward that we had back then called Warren Ralph had a kick after the siren to try and win the game. It was line ball, whether it was a goal or a point. Some people say it was a goal, some people say it was a point. Unfortunately, the only opinion that mattered was the goal umpires, and he said it was a point.
That's it.
So we lost the game.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway.
So anyway, that was great. That was absolutely great. So, all right.
Great game, great names.
Listen, man, we love this.
As
man,
I said, it was the end of a lot of the careers of the guys like
86
Ashman and some of the other boys that were there playing from the old guard, if you like.
Yeah, well, Hunter. No, Hunter played
well,
in
he kept
87.
going.
He kept on going in 87. Yeah.
But
So
what happened is Robert
McClure.
Walls came in. Well, McClure, that was his last
it was
year.
last year. Yeah.
Dooley, it was his last year.
Yeah, Dooley's last
so
year.
there was a bit of a transition taking place.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
we were good enough to make a grand final though,
Yeah,
with that mix
100%,
of old and new.
100%. We made the grand final and we finished them off the year after. All right, that was good. Thank you very much.
That was good, almost as good as
the
Melbourne Coffee Roasting Company.
Thank you.
That's the coffee.
Cheers, biggies. All right.
See you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Go Blues.
Go Blues. All right, you enjoy that?
That was the last goal.
That was the last
It was
goal, mate.
sausage.
You see that? Bradley,
On the run.
mate.
And he was doing the tap on the ground though.
He was doing the tap. He didn't want to lose it, and he gives it to Tommy Alvin. And you know what I loved about that? And you saw that. I loved the advertising, right? Because on the thing there was Winfield.
Yes.
Right. There was also Foster's.
Winfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winfield, Foster's. I loved it, man. It had like the whole thing on there, man. It was the best.
All
man.
things that are good for you.
No, all things that are good
Yeah,
for
of
you.
course.
Yeah. No, that kid can go and get his voucher. He can go get some. He can go and get some CUB Foster's products. Yeah, that's the one. All right. I hope everyone enjoyed that one there. All right, this now.
Is this our favourite?
I think this is. I know I say there. You know what it's like? It's like when you have kids, right? You say they're all your favourite, but one's your favourite.
Well, it's like the footy. You know, you go through the votes and you think,
Hang on.
Oh, shit,
Hang on.
hold on.
You said you have kids and one's your favourite.
Yeah.
You got 2 kids.
Yeah, but I've got 2 kids. I love them both. It's like your dogs too.
I think you're a daddy's little girl.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, no, they're both the same. They're both the same and
He,
different.
he,
Nah,
he, put,
we're not,
he puts
but-
on this tough front,
Yeah,
but
we're
he's
not.
really a big softie.
Yeah.
Him and Mars are
Do you know there was a game?
Oh, here we go. Here's a bit of
We went
goss.
to the football.
I like this.
And I'll never forget this story because you'd never done this before and it was like not like you at all. I was really sick one day and we had to go to the football that night. And like we just had to go, like Dad's like, it'd be fine, just go to the footy, you just kind of have to sit there, like you'll be fine, right? Good parenting, like, you know, not
Great
let's
parenting.
go home and get you better, go to the footy. So me, Mum, Dad, and we were there with someone else. And I was so sick, like I can't explain how sick I was. And for the entire game, he let me sleep on his lap the whole game. And he did not scream, I remember it. Did not say that, and carried me out afterwards.
Oh, Rocco.
So it was like, the one game you probably never screamed at was that one there.
Yeah, no, well, I have to look after our kids, of course.
Yeah, like the jeans, like freezing cold.
Yeah,
I'm like
well, it's
sick.
very cute.
Like,
Very, very cute.
Yeah, no, well, that's it. All right. While we're here then.
Let's raise the tempo a little
Let's
bit,
do
shall
it.
Che bello! Ma che cazzo sta a fare? Ma che cazzo sei? Ma che cazzo? Ma che cazzo so? Fatti i cazzi, guarda.
Ma che cazzo!
I love it.
I think that's the best we've had from a guest.
Yeah, no, that's good, mate. Well, she's
JP royalty basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, the first lady of the JP.
First lady.
exactly right.
The
All
first
right.
lady.
This one here.
Yes.
What
are we looking at, Rocco?
Just let's look at it.
And still in front, but charging through the field, it's Johnny Rabota. They won't touch him. He's won. The unknown athlete from the tiny African Republic of Rabota creates sporting history. Yesterday, no one had heard of Rabota, and today...
Hello, I'm looking for the national anthem for Rabota.
Forgive me, folks, if I get a bit emotional.
I can't hum a few bars.
Anthem, there'll be tears of joy.
Yes, I need the national anthem for Rabota, please.
Proudly mounts the podium.
Rabota.
Well, all silent.
You have?
The Rabota national anthem.
Just play it down the phone.
Oh no!
An old Yellow Pages ad. How good.
the
Oh,
old
the Yellow
Yellow.
Pages?
Yeah, Yellow Pages.
Far out.
Hey, they used to be. First of all, that is classical, man. But second of all, Yellow Pages was
That's great.
Rabota, row. That was sick. Hey, listen. This I saw, and I would say, and this was the heading, and I just kept the heading.
Okay.
It's called The Whitest Moment in History.
Okay, let's have a look.
Let's have a look at this.
Oh!
Hey! Your move, Sam. Sam, you can't take that. Sam, you can't take that.
Sam.
Hey.
You're not even...
Oh my god.
Can confirm that's Zach Fisher's set shot. What are they doing?
Like
Listen,
a dancer?
Those American collegiate types, those basketball-y college type, they're strange units.
No,
aren't
that's
they?
right.
Yeah, they are.
They're
But
strange
don't try to
units.
do stuff you can't do. Leave it to the people who can do it.
Exactly
Yeah.
right.
Don't try to be.
That's
man.
not even a fake it
You know
till you
what's
make it.
no. You know what's funny? Like all his so-called friends revving on. Come on, you can do it.
Do
you
what?
can do
Embarrass yourself?
it. Hey, listen.
Yes.
You know footballers.
Yes.
So they play football. They're pretty good, and then
Footballers, they play football, yeah.
and they're
that's
pretty good
correct.
at the time.
Yes,
they
that's
they
correct.
play
Yeah, yes,
football,
yes,
and they're
yes,
good
yes.
at the time. You know, some of them are, and then they retire.
Okay.
And sometimes you think like, just stay retired.
Okay. Right.
But sometimes they don't.
Oh, God.
All the best, mate. Go well. Long and strong if you can. Get at the big boy. Oh.
How many runs can you put in that?
3 max.
I think you have to say 3 maxi ones.
All right, cool.
Right, Cobb.
All right.
one.
Don't run off me.
We are one down for a bit.
Ah, too easy. Get on the boot.
Well done, well done.
Somebody kick the thing. Oof.
Put on a bit of beef.
A bit of punch there, mate.
I don't know if I need a beer. I think I need an asper puffer. Light it up here.
Come on.
Press record on the VHS, boys. I might take a blowtorch to this joint this quarter. Get it near me. I'll do the rest this quarter. I've had a couple of ciders. Let's go. Ah, Daisy. Come on. There's one of them. Four to get this quarter, boys. Hold on. Put it near me. Come on.
Wow.
Had a couple of crostally, I reckon.
He had a few crostally there, mate.
He's still playing good on him.
Hey?
He's still playing good.
No, mate. He was struggling there.
Now I'm having second thoughts.
He's struggling there, mate.
Yeah, he needed the
You can
asthma
see,
pump.
man. I'm telling you, man. That's sounding like. I reckon he goes and get himself checked out.
I think he's looking a bit fitter now than what he is since then.
Nah, since then.
Yeah, he's
But good on him. We love Daisy. You love Daisy.
I do love Daisy.
Tell us about Daisy.
Oh.
Oh, well,
No,
when
there's
he
no
was
story,
first
but-
coming over to Carlton, I was adamant. I said, I don't like him. I don't care.
No one liked him.
Doesn't, but I don't care. He used to play for Collingwood. I hate him. That's it.
Fair enough.
Makes sense. And then
No knock.
we went to like an open day or whatever, and he was there, and I cried. As I was getting the photo with him, I was crying. Because then he was in navy blue, and it didn't matter, and I just cried. So
Yeah, that happens, mate.
yeah.
And you fall in love with him.
There you
Yeah, yeah. But she was become like one of her favourite players.
I do
yeah.
love Daisy, yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Hey, when we were kids,
Yep.
we had the best shows. The best.
Right.
Not like now. Let's have a look at this.
You just hang on to that. Are you ready for your internal?
Oh, cool. What do you think, BC? You are so bad. You really are. You are unbelievable. Where do you get off on all this stuff? Get out here, you dirty thing. Unreal. Let's just catch you. Let's just see what you do. Filthy thing.
Run out of time, so be mature.
No.
Yeah, look.
Just me, God. No, we shut up. That is not true. And if that gets on the Christmas tape, I will be one angry person.
Good old aggro.
Wow.
We loved
aggro. He was politically incorrect.
Oh,
Like, was he ever?
there's
Oh,
no way you
God.
could show any of those shows.
Nah.
Forget it.
No, only on here we can show them. But I'm telling you, man, Aggro was a star.
We're like the link back to the political incorrectness.
No, we are.
Yeah.
We bring it back. We bring it back. We'll bring it back. We show you how it is. Then we go, and we don't go too far.
Have a laugh.
And we just show you where maybe it should be.
Have a laugh, guys.
Yeah.
Look, it used to be over here, and I think it used to be too far.
Yeah,
A lot of things.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But now I believe, and this maybe follows on to my rant, it actually has gone too far this way
other way,
now.
that's
We're
correct.
going to bring it back a bit.
It's
and
like
let's-
Carlton.
Exactly.
They became too ruthless.
Yeah.
They became too nice. And now we're trying to strike the balance.
We're going to do it, exactly. You know what Carlton was like last year?
Oh, do we have to remember?
It was like this.
Oh, bless.
I'd rather die to tell you that I'm wrong.
No, I'm sorry, I don't get a apple.
It's an ugly, it's an ugly. Oh, he's crying. Oh, my God.
He won't give up, Buck.
Good on him. Look at him go.
Oh, bless
Can you
his
just
heart.
imagine biting into
Nah,
an onion?
I couldn't imagine anything worse. But what? Oh my God, he's still going.
Tough little bugger.
Was that Carlton last year?
That was Is that a segue for me?
I was just going to
Well,
say,
yeah.
like, he conquered that onion way better than you conquered that apple.
Well, it's,
I'm telling you, that's
That's
tough.
commitment.
That's inspiration.
Take a bite.
You're right, it did go brown quickly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know, because
Yeah, that's right.
So you don't buy fruit. Like, you don't go to the shops and buy fruit.
Oh, that's so bad.
Well, you'd rather eat that onion, wouldn't you?
Would you rather eat that? Seriously?
Give him another drink before this bloke dies on us tonight.
Told you.
I'm gonna die. That's way too
I'm gonna
much.
die.
That works
I
out
can't believe
perfect.
it.
Oh.
The best.
I can't do it.
So you don't eat like apple pie?
Oh yeah, apple pie. I can do it with like.
Nah, but there's
I
something
can do
wrong with
that.
you.
Yeah, but you
No,
can- the
but
fruit
I
can be
can't
cooked.
eat fruit by itself. I just can't do it. Apple pie I have by like the truckload.
That's like people.
Did you see me eating the apple crumble last year when we kept getting beaten? I did that video
Yeah.
during lockdown when
Yeah,
we were
that's right.
supposed
So
to
you
be
eat that-
home. I know it's an apple, but it's full of sugar and it's got biscuits around it and it's got like crust and like it's sweet. It's
That's
nice.
like people out there, you know, don't like pumpkin, but they like pumpkin soup.
Yeah, so that's...
I love pumpkin.
No, pumpkin's good.
Well, I eat tomato. Isn't that a fruit?
Yes, it is.
Well, there
Tomato
you go.
is a
Okay, well,
fruit.
so that counts then, doesn't it? I love tomatoes.
And a banana is a bean.
Is it banana or bean? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, who knows? All right, one more bite for me.
What about like pineapple?
No, I can't. Nothing. Strawberry.
Who doesn't
nothing.
like mango? Who doesn't like mango?
Jaden.
He's another banana.
One more bite and that's it.
I think you've done well.
I think, yeah, I'm proud of you.
that's-
That's, yeah,
I'm good.
that's good.
That's
I'm
shit
proud of
ass.
it.
Well, while you're doing that, let's have a look at this one.
Hold on. I'm controlling the mouse, guys. So one moment.
So we
No,
were
I can't even see
talking.
from here. I tried.
I've got it. Okay.
We were talking about my favourite thing in the last 2 weeks I've been watching.
Oh, the Amber Heard.
Let's have a look at this.
Yep. Oh, Jesus.
I used to be respected, people took me at my word. Then I became a lawyer representing Amber Heard. Objection hearsay. Oh my God, I don't have a case. Objection hearsay. Now I'm ashamed to show my face. Well, I'm a famous movie star, yeah, life is always fine. I sit down at my penthouse drinking mega pints of wine. Objection hearsay. I don't know why we ever wed. Objection hearsay. Who the hell poops in someone's bed? I object to everything. I may have an infection. Cause I say I object, the judge says that was your own question. Objection hearsay. Court isn't supposed to be this hard. Objection hearsay. How did I ever pass the bar? Well, just one final question, sir, and this one has been prepped. What is your name? My name is Johnny Depp. Objection hearsay. How can you prove that that's your name? Objection hearsay. Looks like we win and you are lame. Objection hearsay. Objection hearsay.
Objection hearsay. I'm telling you, everyone's going to have that in their head now. That is
Power indeed.
That is superb, man. How good is that? I'm telling you, guys, do yourself a favour.
Why is that getting so much coverage? Like, why has that been?
Because it's so ridiculous.
No, it's the things that she says are absurd.
And the lawyers, it's like, what did we say last week? It's Dennis the Nudo. They are the worst, mate. They are the worst. And now,
Nothing like I've ever
apparently,
seen before. It's crazy.
she's stuffed up. So if you see one of the scenes, right, she says something, right, and their lawyers turn around and go, right, and everyone's wondering what's happened. So she mentioned one of his past girlfriends. Who was it? I can't remember. Someone will say it in the comments, right? Now, apparently, because she's mentioned, now they can
okay,
bring
right.
this in
Okay, right,
and
right,
use
right,
it and
okay.
also have her as a witness.
Okay.
Right? If she never mentioned they weren't allowed to do it, so this Amber kind of stuffed up, you know. So
She's honestly like.
I'm
there's
telling you,
something
I'm
wrong
loving
with
it. I'm loving it. All right. This is your favourite segment.
It's my favourite segment.
Let's have it. Listen up.
Paul's call.
Paul's call.
We're here. We are
What are we
here.
going to do first? First, we're
Have
going
a
to do the
look.
multi.
Yeah, we'll do the multi. So I've written it down. The multi's back, ladies and gentlemen. Tally's at $1,200. We're still profit $200. My mate's horse is yet to run around. It is
When was it
running.
supposed to
It's
run?
I thought it was. I thought the race that it was running in was last week, but it's actually the 21st.
Oh, the
21st of May. Extreme Warrior.
Extreme
At Morphettville in
Warrior.
the Goodwood. So, but away from that, Paul's multi this week
That's Crips, isn't it?
is go. Eh?
That's Crips.
Extreme. That's correct. Yeah, there you go. See, exactly.
Extreme
see.
Warrior.
Now that horse is going to be worth 10 million if it's the $10 million man. If that horse wins this race, it's worth 10 million.
Is it?
The horse will be worth 10 million for him.
If
Well, no,
it
he
wins-
doesn't. He owns 5%.
No,
so
no,
do
of
the
course.
maths, but
If it wins,
if it wins this race, the horse is worth $10 million because it's got its buddly. That's why.
wow.
It's a colt, like Cripper.
It's
Extreme
a
Warrior,
big,
Colt,
massive
Cripps.
race,
Anyway,
massive
we
race.
digress. Paul's multi. Carlton to win by 8 points or more against the GWS
That's a good
Giants.
bet. That's a good bet. That's a good bet.
Bulldogs to win by 11 points or more against Collingwood. Richmond to win by 13 points or more against Hawthorn. You'll get about 7-1 for the multi. We're going to have $50 on it.
That's good.
So tally's down to $1,150, $1,150. We've got $50 on the multi. So
That's a good bet because they're especially the first two.
I reckon the Tigs are just starting to get back up and about now. Yeah, I reckon
Dusty's back.
They're on the mend, the Tigs. But
Dusty's he's back.
look,
All right.
now that was half of Paul's call this week.
Well, that was the multi.
Now,
that was Paul's multi.
That was Paul's multi.
Right.
Now, look, Taylor's here. Now, I did the poem last week. And I didn't expect to, well, we didn't expect it to be here this week. So I thought, well, I had to do the poem on the fly.
Yes.
So I wasn't planning on doing the poem. So for Taylor, and for the rest of you as well, she actually gets to see it live for the first time in person. So
This is for you, Taylor.
Shakespeare has arrived, ladies and
Shakespeare
gentlemen.
has
I reckon this is
arrived.
the best one I've done. All right, so Paul's poem. She's perched up as well.
Yeah, I know, wait now. Everyone's waiting for
My
this.
microphone okay, ladies and gentlemen? It's all good? Microphone's in
Yeah.
the It's another week of footy and the Blues are up and about. After a big win against Adelaide, the big bad Blue Baggers are in with a top 4 shout. There's been plenty to like over the last fortnight. It's 2 wins in a row. It was Charlie, Cripps, Kennedy, Doc, and all the lads guiding us to a 40-point win against the Crows. Says my rhyme is good. Smiles aplenty were scattered throughout a sea of navy blue. Top 4, top 2, a premiership. The Blue Baggers are coming for you. The sleeping giant is no longer in hibernation. The mighty roar of the Carlton Football Club is set to take over the nation. Media personnel and opposition clubs, you've been forewarned by the crew at the Jumper Punch. We're going to hit you as hard as Patrick Cripps in the contest. Crunch! Now it's time to reset, reboot, and go again. Let's calm down, accept it, embrace it, keep up the standards. Zen. A clash against the bogey team awaits up north. The GWS Giants are playing the team entrenched in 4th. We saw how weak they were against the Cats last weekend. It's time to bring this losing streak against the Giants to a bloody end.
That's exactly right. Well done. I like it.
Thank you very much.
That is a good one.
There you go. I reckon that was my best.
That is a good one.
I love that.
There you go.
Yeah, well,
Thank you
definitely.
very much.
That was superb. And so true.
So true. That's what it's
So
all
true,
about.
man.
The
Oh,
truth
well.
shall set you free.
The truth says it's free. Beautiful. We're loving it. We're loving it. And I reckon I think next week.
Yes.
There could be I reckon another Italian one maybe coming up if we win. if we win.
All right, I'm
I reckon because I reckon it's coming up.
All right, okay, well, I've done the apple.
You done the
I
apple?
guarantee you, if Carlton win, you're going to get the Italian.
We're going to get the Italian one.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
Done. I love it. All right. All right. This is a big segment. This week there was a big, how do you say, a response to last week's this segment, When We Were Kings.
Yes, they did get a bit of...
Yes, because everyone loves this man. Michael Schumacher, champion. So let's have a look at this.
Who wants to be king?
It's clear that Michael knew what his underlying strengths are, and from an engineer or head designer's perspective, that knowledge becomes a rare asset. Schumacher was an example of slowly taking the driver out of the equation, where more often than not, the driver is the main liability of a team's success. He says his ability to know where the limits of the car are is perhaps the most critical and crucially innate ability that sets each and every other of his attributes up, and that is truly one of a kind. The term on the limit is one that used to mean something bigger than what it stands for. It's been diluted and its novelty has almost been lost. But here is Schumacher, the ultimate definition of such phrase.
The sensation of Spa has been Germany's 22-year-old Michael Schumacher, who's substituting for Bertrand Gachot in the Jordan Ford team.
We gave him a run at Silverstone last week, 30 laps, and during that occasion, he did a really good job.
The young German found inroads to Formula One off the back foot of a prison sentence for outgoing Bertrand Gachot. By this time, Schumacher had been persuaded to move from single-seaters to sports car racing, and down to a remarkable turn of events in Gachot's case that gave Schumacher his first drive at Jordan. By the time Michael had turned up to Spa in '91, it was found that he had lied about his racing experience.
Before Belgium, Schumacher had never driven a Formula One car on a full Grand Prix circuit. He starts 7th on the grid, an incredible achievement.
I said to him after the first session, Michael, how was it? And he said, it's really good. I said, do you remember the circuit from before? And he said, oh, parts. That was a very strange question. You raced here before? He said, I was here before, yeah.
Prost second, Mansell third, Berger fourth. Down to Eau Rouge and the climb, I think that was Michael Schumacher. Dropping back it was.
I think we have a problem with something to do with the engine, and I think it's in the clutch department.
It's a disappointment for him after the tremendous achievements of practice.
Schumacher's first day in the office was cut short by an engine failure, but his impressive 7th place in qualifying managed to be enough for Bennett to put pen to paper and sign the future world champion for his first full contract. It was the start of a very successful transitioning period from closed cockpit racing to single-seaters, and one where perhaps his best characteristics were to be highlighted most dramatically.
The finest Grand Prix circuit in the world. Now the bad news is that I fear it is going to rain.
It's far too cliché to discuss control in the rain and how drivers are judged on their ability in the wet conditions. Michael is no exception to this, but it was the timing of his rain masterclass that began to turn heads. His first full year in Formula One, and we'd already seen glimpses of brilliance before the circus had even reached Belgium. He'd fought off stiff competition and managed his tyres on a drying circuit with millimetre precision, finding the absolute extremities of his underpowered Benetton. But it would be the very next year where his fortunes would change.
Big shoey, the goat, climbing his way through the ranks, just
right.
like the blue baggers.
100%.
A young
man.
shoey, young blue
He
baggers.
was a young shoey
Was.
with Benetton there, and that's when he started to show his class through the wet. Showing the show that it was
unbelievable.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
Murray Walker as well.
You were saying that the Murray Walker's call, that is one of the most iconic voices.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's go, go, go.
Yeah, go.
So
That's
good.
That's it. I love it. Yeah. Are you into motorsports?
Nah, not really. I mean,
you should be.
Yeah, I should be because Jaden works for the V8 Supercars. So.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
Ah.
So
there you go.
He's a very talented young man
Nice.
as a mechanic,
Yes.
and he's And yeah, he's got a job
What
with
team's
the
he working for? Does he work for a team?
Tickford.
Oh,
Yeah.
the old Ford.
Yeah.
The Ford.
We're a Ford family.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Ford certificate. Yeah, so he's doing well. Yeah,
Very
so he's
nice.
doing that.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
so and he makes you sit down and watch Bathurst, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, that first year that we watched it, it was just so long, and I just was like, it was just like vroom vroom, and I was like, oh
The
my
sacrifices we make for love, just like
God.
we
Oh,
sacrifice.
I just can't understand how something can be that long and people can sit down and watch the whole thing. Like,
How much have we
just-
sacrificed for our footy club?
Heaps.
Yeah.
Every week.
Every
Money,
minute, every
the
day.
footy game's
time,
not that long.
money, time. You know, like doing stuff, emotion.
Yeah.
Emotion. I reckon it's taken years off my life. You know, like the
Definitely
amount
taken
of.
years off my life.
But you
But
do
anyway.
it because you love it.
That's
Of
exactly
course.
right. That's
You
exactly
do.
right.
Because you do.
Exactly.
And like we love footy, we love other sports, but we really love footy, yeah. And that tangible kind of thing you get. out of-
Intangible.
Intangible. Sorry, I was
You
thinking about
can't-
that.
It's nothing. It's something
Yeah.
that's not physical.
Yeah, but you get that like.
There was an article that came out about Max Kerwin Senior, who recently passed away.
Max, Mazda.
Yeah, Max Kerwin
Okay,
first.
Yep.
So,
And
if you want a car, you go and see this
yeah,
lovely.
come and see me over
Come and see me, yeah.
South Marine Mazda.
South Marine. They should look after you.
There you go. There's a
And
short plug.
His
There's a plug.
grandson is my boss.
Yes.
But there was an article where he was big Collingwood supporter.
Okay,
and,
we can stop the story there.
Yeah, that's shit.
Big Collingwood supporter, but there was just, in regards to you saying that you do it because you love them, at the end of the article, his son, they asked him, well, why did he do everything he did for the club? He did all these things, why did he do it? And he said, because he never asked what was in it for him, he just did it because he loved the club.
I see.
And I thought that
Love
was,
that.
no matter who you
That's
voted
perfect.
for, I thought that makes a lot of sense.
That's
us.
perfect. That's
Yeah.
us. That's us, and that's good. That's perfect, man. I'm telling you, that's what. And this is that's us. But I think the higher end of clubs, like the board and that, I've been behind this. That's what they should be doing it for. And if they do it for
Correct.
that, good things will happen.
Correct.
But if they are doing it for any other reason, agendas for their own thing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Self-indulgement.
nothing good comes out of it. Because a club, as much as they say, of course it's a business. Of course, you know, you got to make money in that. But it's more than a game.
I agree.
It's
more than a game,
Isn't it? I
haven't
Yeah,
heard that
exactly.
in ages, but
Well,
yeah.
I know this might be a stupid. Well, no, it's not really a stupid analogy, but I watched the Ten Commandments over Easter.
Ah.
Remember Ten Commandments
I
with
love it.
Moses? Mate, what a movie!
Yeah.
I love it.
Now, Moses led his people to the Promised Land, but
Yes.
Moses never entered the Promised Land. He never got to the Promised Land.
No.
Yeah.
So who knows? We could lead these people on this
Yeah.
journey to a premiership, and we may never see it.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
generations to come will say,
That's right.
remember those blokes and
Yeah.
ladies from the jumper punch?
100%.
Remember the constitution of the jumper punch?
Yeah.
The
that's
tablet?
it.
Remember the tablet?
Yes.
See?
Remember, guys, man, I think we had a little bit of a part in that constitution and the thinking of it.
I think we had a big part in
A
that.
thinking of it, yeah. No, and you're right. Because at the end of the day, we might not see it.
Yeah.
Right?
Who knows? Nothing's guaranteed.
This is why Sauce
Yes.
could be one, you know, and also, I reckon Bolton.
Well, we don't know.
Bolton.
He played all the youngsters. He
That's
was
what
the
I
one
mean.
who-
I reckon at the end of the day, he's a little bit part of it too, because he was asked to do a job, play these young players and get the games into them, and then that, you know. So you're right. And if that's why you're doing it, we're going to get good things.
Correct.
Hey, listen. Let's have a look at this.
All right, let's go.
Here's yet another beauty from Valentine. Valentine nut and fruit selections. Fruit and nuts, chocolate sultanas, roasted almonds, and roasted peanuts. And they're all richly coated with milk or dark chocolate, genuine Valentine chocolate, the very best. There they are, you can see them, and you can buy them. Traditional favorites, Valentine nut and fruit selection. Perfect for people who just love the taste of real.
I've heard.
See, now that's how I can have chocolate. If it's coated, that's how I can have
can have
fruit.
fruit.
If it's coated in chocolate,
So you
no
like
problems.
fruit and nut, Cadbury fruit
Love
and
it.
nut.
Love it.
Nah, something's wrong with you, man.
Something wrong with all of us.
Yeah, no, there is something wrong. Look, we've all got our little bit of
Yes, we do.
weird things we do.
Yes.
All right. What a show.
What a show it's
Everybody,
been.
get onto Instagram, TikTok, subscribe.
Facebook, YouTube, all of it.
Facebook,
All of it.
like, share. Get onto our channel.
Yes.
Here it is. Everyone look at it. Go in there. Subscribers. This week's, and if you like, subscribe. You go in for the prize. But this week, the Wigo
Chief.
I'm telling you, it is an interview to be heard. It is fantastic, man. The bloke really, really...
great insight.
I'm telling you, that insight that he told me about just the draft day is amazing, man. It's amazing. And he's got some superstitions that will make you laugh.
I'm liking the superstitions.
I like
Cool.
that. I like that. And there's a weird one where... there's a weird one.
Try
man.
and say superstitions really quickly 10 times.
No, I can't say it once.
There you go. got
It's
ya.
too hard.
Can you do it? You're the worst.
Superstitions.
You can't do it twice. It's tough.
Superstitions.
Superstitions. Hey, also, we like to thank Melbourne Coffee Roasting Company.
Yep, Melbourne Coffee Roasting Co. Get your coffees down there. Brandon Befi Lacqua. Go on the website.
100%.
Carlton 15. The discount code. Bang.
Marino Brothers.
Marino Bros. Spend $60 at the store. Online. If you order before 12 a.m., it'll be at your door delivery the next day.
And the new sponsor.
The new sponsor, Top Dog Liquor.
Hey.
Mangiare al football. Get your bloody photos in.
Get your photos in.
No muck around, mate.
Yeah, well,
No
there
muck
you go.
around.
Look, Mad Dog did it.
Michael Marcucci did it.
Now he's got a top.
How hard
He's
is it? You're
walking around.
eating, just get you're on your phones when you're bloody
Yeah.
eating. Take a photo.
Take a photo.
Send it in.
Let's see what you got to eat, mate. Well, I'm sure you're watching the show eating.
yeah,
Take one
exactly.
now of what you're eating.
Correct. And
Send it in. Get a top. I'm
Correct.
telling you, it's the
or
best.
a hoodie or whatever.
Whatever you want. And we'd like to thank Top Dog.
Yes, Top Dog
for jumping on.
That's
know.
correct. Yes, indeed. Lyndon Hosking does
Lyndon
a fantastic
Hosking,
job down there. He's a mad
fantastic.
Carlton man as
Yes.
well. So, and a big fan of the show. So thank you for helping us out.
And
appreciate it.
remember, stay on Blue Abroad channel. They've got everything you need to know.
Stay on Blue Abroad.
Also, our good friend Vince Lochisano.
Yep.
Support him on his show Sunday nights in the blue corner.
He does fantastic things for us with all the interviews
he's
and
a gun,
everything.
man.
He's a jet with us. So
the next interview we're going to go and do, I'm not going to tell you who it is, I'll tell you later, but you don't understand what he had to do to get this interview. And then in a
fortnight, wow.
Gee, don't.
It's like, mate, this is incredible. 35, 36, 37 is just epic.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I'm telling you.
Shame we're going to run out of numbers.
No. Well, we'll work something else out.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, because we did go to Marino Brothers.
We did, yeah.
Remember you come with me? Now.
He's back, is he? Did you see him?
Well, the thing is now with him, right? You know his daughter got married.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah. Which one?
I think it was Woola.
Woola? Okay.
Woola.
Yeah.
Was
Who did
it?
he get married to? Wayne.
I
The
think
thing
it
you
was
make from
Wayne.
this.
Wayne.
The grapes.
Well, they've been busy.
Have they?
Yeah, and now...
We're going to go via the telecom. Let's have a look.
Let's go and have a look.
Waiting. I know, she's still pushing. All our gentlemen out here today. Oh, you want some grapes? Here, take a bunch. Doesn't matter. It's nice for you to come and wait for the baby with me. You know Marika, she's 11 and a half months pregnant, mate. We're waiting. Sometimes I think the baby's never gonna come. At last, Marika, she goes into labor, and what happens? She's in the labor for 3.5 weeks. I can't believe it, mate. It's so painful, because, you know, I gotta unload the truck all by myself. And I got the back, you know. I don't know. Marika, she's having the contradictions. You know what I mean? Pushing. The doctor, he said, he said if the baby not come out soon, we're gonna have to seduce her. I say that's how we got into trouble in the first place.
That was a good one.
It's gone. So we'll find out next week. Like I'm telling you, like she's been in labour 3.5 weeks.
I'm worried about him not being able to unload the fruit off the truck.
He's hurt his back, man, and getting all that fucking rapi off the truck there, man. It was it. Hey, listen, we have got some viewers. In fact, let's get to this first one.
Yep.
Richie April.
Richie April is the Sopranos alias. Hoops is a very, very softly spoken and humble guy. Was anyone else expecting a show pony?
And that's true.
Okay.
Before you met him, I really thought,
Play with a bit of
Hoops is
pizzazz,
going to be
you
a
know,
little
yeah.
bit like that, but he was so...
Loved him.
He was
Loved him.
lovely.
Absolutely
He
loved him.
lovely.
He was
Did you like the
sensational.
Hoops interview?
Yep.
Hoops, yeah. What about this one?
Raf Adam, another great show. Those motivational clips at the end are great. Rocco's rant gets me every time.
Well, Rocco's rant. And what about the motivational clips? Like we've just added this. I think it gets everyone ready and
Just a
revved
nice
up
little,
for like,
you know, you
just to
can't
finish
always,
it.
you've got to have a little break in between, you know, you can't always
Just
go.
get you pumped up.
That's it. That's it.
Hey, this one here,
Nathan Gorga or Georgia. That plane video is definitely fake, straight out of the flight simulator.
All right, so I got hoodwinked last week. Let's fake it up.
That was fake.
Yeah, it was fake.
It was fake.
He got me.
Okay, Paul Dixon, he always leaves some good comments. Here we go. Entertaining as always, boys. The shows have morphed into 3-hour marathons. Not complaining, but my cheese and wine budget has skyrocketed. Well, hopefully Top Dog Blicker can sort something out there for you. You wanted some questions from left field. One
Remember we
from
wanted questions? So he's given us a question.
Okay, what is your memory of the first time you cried at the footy, if ever? Ooh.
Have you got one?
Cried many times.
Cried at the
cry every time I go to the footy.
I was definitely. I remember I was little and we lost, and I don't remember who we lost against, but I remember crying a lot. Like I remember you have to carry me out of there. Like I cried that much just because. Was it?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there we go. Because I just cried. Like
I'll
it
tell you
was
that
just
story.
heartbreaking.
She's sitting there, right, and talk about Manjaro football, right? So we bring some food. So she had like a container of like olives.
Yeah.
So she's sitting there like a little 5-6-year-old watching the
wog.
footy and eating the olives, you know. And we got beaten again, and she just burst out crying, you know. And I felt so bad, like that they couldn't win, you know. I wanted to go down there and strangle them, but they're making my daughter cry, mate. So that was good that story come on, that question come on, and you were here, because that definitely happened.
I reckon the first time I cried might have been against Carlton v Adelaide in the rain at Optus Oval. Mark Rasciuto kicked this goal, like this miracle goal from the boundary.
I actually remember it.
It was a miracle goal from the boundary, like impossible, and he kicked it. And then the other time I cried was when we lost to Brisbane in that first final we played after years.
Okay.
2009. I was at home, wasn't obviously at the game, but I was at home, and I remember watching Brisbane just continue to pile on the goals, and that was.
There you
great.
go. I don't think I've really cried, but, and this is in recent times, right?
Yes.
So I'm not going to tell you which game, so you all know on that, but it was actually from a win, and the emotion got me.
you. I love that. That's cool.
The emotion got me. I'm not going to tell you which game, but I'm telling you, it was in recent times. The emotion got me, man.
Yeah.
So
I reckon it was a Richmond game.
I can't tell you which one it was, but it was just the emotion, just like, well done. Well done. I was just happy, mate. I was just, well done, mate. That's well
Why can't
done.
you tell us a game?
Huh?
Why can't you tell us a game?
Because it was just like recent times.
I reckon it was a Richmond game.
I cried recently too.
I reckon it was a Richmond
by 1
game.
point, not Hawthorn.
Port Adelaide.
Port Adelaide. And I was watching it at home, and I've never felt that. Like, I actually hid behind the kitchen table because I couldn't watch it. And then we won, and I just cried. And Jaden was just looking
That's
at me
what it
like,
does
what are you
to you.
doing?
I reckon it was a Richmond game.
I'm not going to say it. But I'm telling you, I do get emotional.
I'm connecting the
They're
dots.
going to hide it.
You know why I'm connecting the dots? Because he said, I just let Dylan enjoy that. Like, you know, just let him enjoy it.
Yeah. He doesn't
It's
like
the
to
Richmond
say
game.
when he
It's the Richmond
cries
game.
a lot. He just doesn't like to say when
It's
he
a Richmond
cries.
game for me. Anyway.
I don't cry.
Anyway.
Remember when we watched Red Dog?
I can't watch Red Dog.
Anyway.
I cry every single
Next
time.
question. Next.
Who's next?
Billy Aspros. World Cup predictions.
So this was another question.
Is this like a...
Well, Mars asked for questions, and these are the
Was
questions.
this a trick because he knows Italy's not in it?
Yeah, well, that's a bit
Probably
smart.
could. I think England.
England. Well, England is the one.
They're perennials.
Yeah, England
They are
is the one.
perennials because they don't win. But yeah, I reckon England.
Yeah.
World Cup predictions.
Whatever you guys say,
pick a
I'll go
country.
with that. I don't want to pick a country.
Pick a good country you think's good at soccer aside from Italy because they didn't make it.
I'd go England because you said England,
Okay.
so
All
let's
right,
go with that.
How about? I don't really know. Until we get stuck into it, I'm not going to really know. You know, but who do I definitely don't hope it's England.
Well, we'll find out shortly, won't we?
Yeah, and so and that's it.
What a show!
What a show!
What a show!
We like to thank Taylor.
Thank you very much for
jumping
stepping in
in.
at
Thanks
late
for having
notice
me.
as the
And you did a
medical
great
sub.
job. You did a great job.
I didn't think we would actually go for this long.
Yeah, how long is it?
We've gone long again. It's going to be another 3-hour marathon.
Yeah. Well, I think it's standard now. I think it's standard now.
Hopefully we've fixed up these mic issues too. We've had a little bit of a
We had a bit of mic,
tangle
so
with
we
the
did
mics
a little
and
bit of
stuff,
work
so-
this week trying to fix them. Yeah, so there was a bit of static coming through in and out. So I think we fixed them. So we won't. Well, we'll see.
We'll find
We'll
out.
see. We'll see.
We'll
We'll
find
find
out.
out. All right, that was good. Blues are on the charge.
They are on the charge.
We're on the
6
charge.
and 2, top 4. I'll also be commentating some VFL game this weekend, but
you're
Carlton have the bye. But I'm going on Almost Blues Brothers.
Ah, nice.
Joe Adamo. So have a listen out for that.
When's that on?
I think
Tuesday morning.
I think it'll be out by the time this goes to air.
Yeah,
So-
it would have already been
Yeah,
out.
6 a.m.
So
I
go
think
back
it's
and
gonna
listen
be.
to
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, so go back, have a listen to it. Joe, Dan, and I will shoot the
You
ship.
know what's funny? Mars is right.
What? What's
Me and Mars never get invited on anything. Have you noticed that? But he gets invited to everything. He is the favourite son. That's why we got him. That's why we got him. No, that's good. That's good. That's actually one of the better bloody podcasts.
It is the Almost Blues Brothers.
Almost Blue Brothers, and probably the only two I kind of listen to is Almost Blue Brothers, and then Ian Prendergast.
Ian Prendergast.
Listen to that, and then I stick
Doing
to
all the
the
good
blue.
things.
I stick to BA for the rest of the
BA,
week.
BS.
BA.
So, yep, get
all
along,
right.
all the watch-alongs, all the scout reports and all that. Bang.
Done.
We're done.
Thank you for coming.
Pleasure.
Go Blues, and for next week, GWS, let's make it 7 and 2.
I think we can.
Yep.
And
Go Blues.
Go Blues.
Is this jar full? And is it full now? Now, I want you to recognize that this jar represents your life. Golf balls are the important things, your family, your friends, your health, and your passions. The pebbles are the other important things, your car, your job, your home. The sand is everything else, it's just the small stuff. Now, if you put the sand into the jar first, you won't have room for the pebbles or the golf balls. The same is true in life. If you spend all your energy and your time on the small stuff, you won't have time for all the really important things that matter to you. Pay attention to the things that are critical to your happiness. Take care of the golf balls first, the really important things. Set your priorities, because everything else is just sand. Yes?
Professor, what does the beer represent?
I'm glad you asked. It goes to show that no matter how full your life may seem to be, there's always room for a couple of beers with a friend.